with the style and charm, she's a stunner. Flipping through class at the latest craze. Trying them to cook, oh how they dazzle the We keep it real, spilling the truth. In our circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades. So that's we sharing the vibe, feel the energetic breeze. Page by page, we turn our worlds. Sisterhood strong and life unfurled.
Hey, 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 ladies and gents, it's Tokyo Is Tuesday. Is y'all ready for the mess? Come on in, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Child, we got a PSA that we got to send out to all the mobile home Barbie campers, van life, um, Cynthia, individuals out there. That's gonna be our porch talk topic, and then we're gonna get into our video. I'll wait till a few more people join the live, and then we'll get into it. How's everybody doing? Do anybody have any exciting news? I don't. I don't have anything going on right now. Oh, my daughter says Sonya passed us on 95 on Friday night. Daughter, you gotta have the phone out. We need a visual. Sure, she just riding up the highways and byways. Sure. Oh, little tink tink. Hey, everybody coming in. Let me speak to everybody. We have a PSA for the ones that just joined us. We want to send out, we don't really want to send out, but we just want to let anyone that's living the mobile van life to be careful, Barbie camper life, to be careful. I saw this when I was scrolling on Facebook and I wanted to share it with you guys. Hey, Nestos. Hey, Carmel Beauty 65. Thank you so much for joining us right here on the front porch. Hey, Chanel. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Sonya Boots. I kind of just read your message but didn't speak. Hey, Sherry with a Y. Hey, I said what I said. Emily is on her black job, working per usual. Sure, I wish we could have got a damn visual. Did she see the no edges ponytail? Hey, social wife Melissa. Hey, Vic to the Veil, how are you? Hey, uniquely Sonya RN PhD. Hey, Kimmy K. News. News we could use. Hey, Tanya B here. Okay, sure. Thank you, Moss, for being here. I appreciate y'all. Sure. Okay. Concert. Y'all know I am a concert ear, right? Concert consumer. Y'all know I love live music and concerts. So did y'all see that Brandy and Monica, the boy is mine, is going on tour, but they not coming to Florida, so that must mean that I need to sit this one out. Okay, or I will have to travel to see them. I have to see what my daughter want to do because y'all know that's my concert buddy. But yeah, the boy is mine, Monica and Brandy are going on tour. I think everybody been waiting on them to go on tour since Versus, so they finally done worked it out. Hey, Gabby girl. Yeah, she said the ponytail in the bag was hanging out the window. Oh, hey, complicated. Listening while on my black job. Okay, can I be on the speaker tonight? Because you had to take me off last night. I'm pissed too, tired be here. I mean, sometimes we don't mind traveling, but if it's local, we rather stay local and travel, under other circumstances. Yes, I just heard about the concert coming to DFW. Can't wait. I could go to Atlanta, but I don't want to. So I don't know if we're gonna go. Hey, Rat. I sent it to my daughter immediately. I was like, girl, look, is this our next outing? But if I travel, maybe I want to go somewhere that I've never been. Vegas? Vegas, November 7th. I can go see Vic to the Veil. Birmingham, that is Alabama, is near me. Yeah, they did Florida dirty. Maybe they'll come back and add a date for us. I hate Atlanta traffic. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I went to Atlanta to see Usher, so I don't want to go back there. I would do Vegas though, November 7th. Maybe Birmingham. I don't know. But it depends. I may have to sit this one out. It's okay if I do. Okay. Well, we at the 8-minute mark, we'll jump into she said I'm always on speaker. Yeah, I cut up a little bit. Not nothing major, just a little some. She was like, "You doing too much. I'm gonna have to take you off the speaker." I'm like, "Oh, okay." At the 8-minute mark, y'all, I'm gonna get into our PSA video that we want to reach Cynthia. Did you hear about the people stuck by syringes at the music festival in France? Make you want to avoid crowds sometimes. What? Now, I did not hear that, but I did read an article, and this is a little traumatic trauma because it's involving a kid, but nothing happened to the kid. Over in France, Disneyland, okay, 100 individuals showed up to be guests as a 40-year-old man marry a 9-year-old, right? They said it was just to make her feel special, something like the princess and the prince. But I just can't wrap my head around who thought that was age appropriate. But anywho, the people at Disney called the Popo over in France, and they all were arrested, and they also evaluated the little girl, made sure she hadn't been hurt or harmed. Um, I don't know, y'all. I'm like, I get it, but I don't get it. Maybe if it was her older brother or her dad, but you arrange to have your 9-year-old daughter marry off in this Disney fantasy at Disney World. People paid to come, people that they met on the internet, and people were concerned when they saw this little girl in a damn wedding dress. Yes, that's those. I was like, what the hell? Hey, Chick-fil-A gal. So good thing the Samaritans around called the police, sprung into action, because I really don't know what was going on with that, but I did read that earlier today. Hey, Miss E, thank you, Mods, for being here. Nestos, I said what I said, and Vic to the Veil. Appreciate y'all. All right, all right. Hey, no, I heard both stories. People are crazy. Yes, and this was a stranger. This is somebody she met on the internet. I'm thinking some coins was exchanged. Some people are just morally bankrupt, right, and walking around as zombies. Hey, out the bushes. Okay, Elsie, I'm here for the next hour. Oh no, let me hurry up and get into it because I need everybody that's in the sound of my voice that's sitting up here on the front porch to help me get this message out. Lady T-Bus saw you running up and down the highways and down byways. Maybe she can pick us up in that luxury RV for the concert. We going in style. Yes, drop us off at the door, girl, so we ain't got to pay for parking. Sure, but I may have to use the bathroom and I need to take a shower. Okay, tell me that part. Welcome. Miss E said, I need to run it back. Sure, you may not want to, but I just mentioned it because we were talking about France, and that was something that I had seen earlier when I was perusing the internet streets, baby. Shit, I was like, Sonya, I was all up and down. Okay, y'all. Welcome to Hell House. And this is Brian, as in I believe it's a county or a city in Texas. All my Texans, y'all let me know if y'all familiar with the area. Okay, Brian Mann receives 25 years sentence after beating a pregnant woman. Here he go. Let me show y'all a picture of him. Okay, in January 2024, Bryan police was dispatched out to a home after a 911 call was disconnected. During the investigation, officers noted signs of a disturbance inside a RV, evidence including broken glass and blood on the floor. Let me see, is my okay, yep, it's unmuted.
Got quite a few crime stories we want to pass along to you. We're going to begin with this. The woman accused of robbing a Bryan subway earlier this month is now back behind bars, but not before a legal
I need them to get to my
let her walk
story.
free.
Tonight, we're breaking down what happened and why police say their hands were tied. KBTX's Lillian Kosh is live in the studio with more.
Police say the woman confessed to the crime while in
wanna
custody.
get
So what
to-
to do with employees inside armed with a gun and robbed the place of the cash.
Girl, what
quickly
is you doing
responded.
robbing
They
them?
investigated it. She was already in jail.
Identified as the
I'm
stated
hoping
case,
they
but
get to
while
my
in jail,
story.
says
I
law,
didn't
a
check
confession
this.
alone isn't enough to keep someone in custody. Police still needed a signed arrest warrant to legally keep her in the jail, something that came a few days too late. By the time that happened, she was already being released
How
on
is this
bond for her
titled this, but
previous
they're not
charge.
talking about
They
that?
presented that warrant June 12th. It was not issued, and warrant was issued.
So are they not going to talk
Brazos
about?
County Jail on an aggravated robbery charge. Live in studio, Lillian Kosh, KBTX News.
Really? Oh Lord.
County men have been arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting children. They were taken into custody
Okay, so I
yesterday
don't know how
in
they do
the-
their news, but clearly this headline is for what we want to talk about. I gotta cut that off. I don't know how they do the news there, but here he is right here. Okay, my Texans is in the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yes, we're familiar with Bryan, Texas. Okay, Bryan, yes, was in Bryan yesterday. Okay. Well, anywho, I'll read since I don't know. I thought that was going to show a clip of what we wanted to talk about, but it's not. I don't even see it up there. I guess I should have scrolled through first. Anywho, let's get to the dang on story. I already read one portion of it. Okay. Okay, let's get to here. Officers testified finding a survivor who had been beaten and required immediate medical attention. Records serve records recorded severe bruising on her face, stomach, and chest. The survivor told police that she was 11 weeks pregnant at the time and lost consciousness during the assault. Okay. But this is why we were talking about it. Okay. The survivor said that her and Andrew were arguing when he locked her in a RV and said, "Welcome to the Hell House." Welcome to the Hell House in this RV. Her baby did not survive. He kick punched her in the stomach till she lost consciousness. He held a knife on her neck. I'm gonna just kind of scan through it. And he was sentenced to 25 years on today. Okay, Tuesday today. In prison. And does not look like her baby survived. Dang, I wanted to show y'all a picture. Let me see if I can find a picture of the RV, because why is a small one? When I was looking at this earlier, I am so mad. It was on Law and Crime. That's where I saw it at initially. But they didn't have a video either. And they were in like this mobile home park. And he's only 35 years old, like, and he has obviously a criminal past. Okay, let me get out of here. Let me go back, and then we're gonna get into Ernesto. I hate when that. If I would have known that wasn't a video. Let me cut off. Okay, I found the short. Let me get these old three old men off my darn screen. Okay, this was a short that I found. It has music on it, so I'm gonna mute it. But I'm gonna let it play. It just won't have sound. Look at him over home, y'all. That he harmed this 25-year-old woman, put her in the RV, attacked her, and told her, "Welcome to the Hell House." You want to hear money long? I just saw a story about a woman selling her daughter to settle a $200 debt. This is ridiculous. Okay, them RV parties be wild. I don't know. I'm just mad that we didn't have something locally that we could watch. Okay. Welcome to the Hell House. And here's the RV park that the incident happened at. Oh, it went to another
If you want.
another video. That's why I don't like to do shorts. Come on now. I'm gonna play it one more time, then we're gonna move on. But I wanted to just we need to do our part in getting the information out there so Cynthia could be safe. Okay. Hey Jay Blake. Okay, let me switch it up. Oh, I don't even think I got my video up. And I don't know why. Okay, wait a minute. Which one we did? Oh, this the one I want. Family Feud. Why are you asking me to? This better not play with me today. It's like asking me for an ad. Why you? Let me go through my studio. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But anywho, Family Feud coming up. Front porch style with the front porch crew. Steve, don't get me. I had to do it. Let me get our video so we can get into it. Okay. Hey, Coffees and Convos. Welcome, everybody. You're just in time. Hey, Cocoa Cream. She needs to be under the prison, Miss E. Heck, they better be aware of Cynthia. She desperate and cray-cray. And she got a machete. Hey, Tasha be here. But I thought that was interesting, being that we talk about RVs, even though the crime I wish had not happened, because I wish the crime had not happened, but I just thought it kind of tied into what we talk about, when it comes to RV. Cynthia, Ernesto, and the Prevost. Hey, Sleepy Libra. Okay, let me switch back to Talk Your Ish Tuesday with our tacos up here. What you talking about? Okay, I titled this one Family Feud. And it's a oldie, but a goodie.
Please hold while we process your credit card payment. Please hold.
Don't hang up and call me back on the other phone that I called.
Child, y'all know I be being messy when I be editing these calls. The call haven't even connected. And she having a full conversation with Ernesto, telling him, call me on the other phone.
The 404 number.
Your card was charged successfully. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Hey, Fast Many Faces.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Call the other phone. Okay.
Call on three-way.
She's gonna call me. So call me on the other phone right now. He's on the other phone now. The first number I called you from. Yeah, call the 404 number.
This was just a waste of a call. Sounded like a ratchet goat. And he's on either the tablet or something, but they're going to hang up and call. He's going to call back on a different phone. It'll be better. I just put this in here for Kiki.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's I can hear you. It's so silly. Why, because the guy just got off the phone? Why, because the guy just got off the good phone?
Say he on a bad phone. He's gonna get off and get on the good phone. I don't understand why she even accepted it. Like, just call back.
I told her to call so I could just merge. I don't want to do it the other way and hang up.
Oh, I got you.
Hey, Keena. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. That's like me. I yes, I text her on the number. She has it. It's so silly.
They're gonna hang up.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get better. I just thought this was a Kiki, as I told y'all earlier. She pretty much telling him to hang up and call back on the other line because she has our
It's a little
Tay from Family That Prays on the other line, and she can just merge the call. But he won't hang up like the bugaboo that he is. And he knows that the phone is not
I know.
it's not picking up good. He would not hang up. He gets lower and lower.
She almost 40.
He said she almost 40. I don't know if y'all can hear him. Y'all got on earphones, you probably can hear, because when I was editing it with earphones on, I could hear better.
On the other one.
We don't mind the foolishness. We here for the shenanigans. They talking about Tay, y'all. I mean, this is ridiculous because, for one, she's still on the other line waiting on him to call so she can merge the line together, connect them so they can talk on the three-way. So the fact that he is still sitting on here trying to conversate, talking about she almost 40, she know better. Like, hang the hell up, sir. And you know the phone not giving a good reception. It's a raggedy phone. You can barely hear on it. And he rather sit on here and be the bugaboo that he is instead of hanging up. Now no one is talking at all. You're not missing anything. I think she may have clicked back over to tell her that
Hello. Yeah, what's your voicemail? He didn't answer.
Hey, Sassy Sue, you sick of randomly catching
He's
my
at work.
friends on the
He was
porch? I'm
talking to
glad
a
you're
coworker
here.
when
You're going to
you
see
know, he
Janet
was
Jackson
talking.
in September. I'm in North
He said, I'm
Carolina.
talking to a coworker.
He is an
I
idiot.
thought they was on lunch.
Maybe she gonna
Now he said he thought that she was on lunch instead of just hanging up. This I'm like, Vicky, I don't even know which. I can't deal with either one of them in real life, but this is just crazy. Me and my daughter went and saw Janet Jackson was it last year in Tampa, and it was a treat. You're gonna enjoy.
at 12 instead of 1. I don't know.
Okay.
He went to voicemail. Did you talk to
Yeah. I wouldn't have did that. I'm gonna get on this good phone. Call you right back.
He said he finna get on the good phone, y'all.
Sorry, I'm taking all this. Did she call back?
He on?
Okay, moving on.
He's on the one.
Huh?
He's on the phone.
Oh, she on the phone?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I gotta talk real fast. I know you got a lot on your plate. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you clearly. It's not far away, but I can hear you. I was trying to register for the email thing, but it was actually it's not providing me for.
Okay. Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. This is very important. So,
What's going on? How are you?
I'm holding up. I'm holding up. Thank you.
Child, we on a Zoom call.
Thank you very much. I love you very much. Thank you. And thank you for that last Father's Day last year. Great pep talk, because that shit done really helped me this year through this storm that I've been going through. So thank you for that. I got to continue being your motherfucking.
I've never heard her daughter.
How about that one? So let me move on. So you remember 2 years ago I told you that I'll put some stuff in the wheel and all that stuff for the kids and all that. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I did was I put I went and got a trust. So I got a trust. I got some property down there with your grandmama that they had left, and I paid the tax and everything, like 25 acres and everything, and I left that for the kids in case something happened to me and everything. So now I have to use that property to bond out. So I got a bond on Monday.
Okay.
So I got a bond on Monday, so I just got to use that.
It sounds like he called right back on that same damn phone.
Court situation. I can return the deed back. All right. So the trust, if anything happened, to you, they would have called you.
Not begging for property.
Mama Mia don't know nothing about this. All right. So I got.
All right.
Huh?
That's all right. So most definitely.
I think y'all told me y'all believe that Mama Mia was Shirley. I don't know who my Mama Mia is though.
Monday today.
Say that again.
I said it's Monday today for sure.
No. I went to court Monday. I went to court.
And what a liar.
When is today?
All right, so now I got to go handle one more thing on the 13th. On 13th.
You got more than one more thing.
So they held me a fucking year, didn't have enough stuff to indict me, so they had to give me a bond. All right, all that shit they put on TV, all that shit they put
He
on
just
TV,
be lying.
all that was bullshit.
They ain't have enough stuff to indict me, so they gave me a bond. If they didn't have enough stuff to indict you, they would let your ass out free 99. That means they can't hold you because they don't have a case. Like, why do he be lying? And what I'm like, Miss Boogie Doll, why the hell they be going along just to get along with him instead of checking him? If they didn't have enough to indict you, to me, that means they do not have enough evidence and they're going to let you out. They could come back at a later date and bring the charges back up if they do further investigation, get more evidence. You're not guilty. It's not double jeopardy. But he just be lying for no damn reason, knowing he's going to these bond hearings every 90 days, and either they're going to reduce it or they're going to give him one or they're going to say no bond.
Which I knew that anyway. So, second of all, now I got another problem I need to deal with. I need to get.
That was then. This is now.
The reason I need to get Martha's telephone number, I need to get Chris.
Now you ready to call Martha?
I remember 5 years ago when you called me and told me that you crazy ass. I'm gonna call them a name. I'm gonna say Blase, the other sibling, was acting up because she was jealous of you, and I put them out of the house. You remember that? And I sent you a video when I tried to get
I thought you said you don't say anything negative or bad on these calls. That's what you had typed up over there on them text messages. You said you've never said anything bad about anybody. You're always positive on these calls. But talking about one of your kids to another child, another one of your kids is negative to me. And the language and the words that you're using to describe that child is definitely not nice.
Her off the streets and shit, but I didn't know she was bipolar. You remember that?
That's your fault. You're a failure. How do you not know that your child has a mental health condition?
The people, Roswell trying to emerge with her.
Emerge.
Charge on me. But the thing about it is, she's trying to jump on the bandwagon with that. Because she think I got a whole lot of shit going on. You understand now? So here's the sad part about it. When I put your little one out, you remember that?
Yeah.
All right. The same people went who put that on TV, trying to go after her too because of bipolar. Bipolar trying to emerge her in as well with that. You get it now?
Wow.
Yeah. So she's trying to destroy her life and put her out there against me, but she don't realize how serious this shit is. So the reason I figured that out, huh?
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Can y'all believe Cynthia being quiet?
I went to court and I saw the names on the document who I had to stay away from. And once I figured
Get
that
him,
out,
Eve.
that's when I had to start putting my mouth together here. So that's the only way they can try to keep me in here. You understand?
Okay.
So other than that, I do have it going. I just want to tell you about the deeds and everything. I do have a couple of dollars sitting up in there, but I can't do nothing with that. I did call the trust people today. They use the phone, the lawyer phone, so I can talk in private. So I'm set an appointment. They're gonna come out here.
And do got him shook up.
The bond company. So they'll give it back to me exactly when I'm done with the court date.
And that just go to tell us right there that he has not been in these kids' lives and he don't really know his children like he should know them, because how do you not know that one of your kids have a mental health issue? She listening, baby, and taking notes. Hey, let's talk about it all. Who calls their child by the name of a disease they suffer from? He is beyond despicable. I agree. And he the one with the tainted DNA.
Court system thing, whatever I got to do with this.
Okay.
All right. So I don't really talk to Mama Mia like that no more because of her situation with her dumb ass. You know who I'm talking about? Her dumb ass little people.
Oh, okay. So Mama Mia do sound like it's Shirley. Y'all told me that a while back that it was Shirley, but I couldn't connect it the way y'all were trying to tell me. So I guess Mama Mia is Shirley. Why he call her Mama Mia? He went from cotton candy, sweet as gold. Let me see your Tootsie Roll. He went from cotton candy to Mama Mia. Heck, he has issues of his own he's not aware of. I think Nesto has to lie to himself to stay sane. He speaks like he believes what he is saying. Yeah, and that's why we think, I'm speaking for everybody, that once he's found guilty and he gets whatever time they're gonna give him, that is when it's gonna become reality for him. I can see that uniquely, Sonya.
You got, S.
What?
Yeah, man. S is the one started all this shit.
Not S. S is the one that started all this. Sir, how did S start all this? What did S have to do with you and Miss Erica Kane, aka April Holloway, playing legal attorney, client? What did that got to do with S, aka Sheridan? What do you and Melody have to do with S, Sheridan? What do S, Sheridan have to do with what you had going on with the veteran, with you writing a bad check in Henry County? Like, come on now. Them folks was already watching you.
S is the one went down there and told them folks, got all this shit started up. S did that shit. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm beginning to think Liberté is slow too.
Yeah. Get all on the internet. Hey, this
That's
what
why
got
she
going
a
on
part
with
of the
these people
family
on the
that
internet.
prays. Because she
That's
is
how
really
this
on
shit
here
started.
gaslighting
This
this
shit
man.
started now. This is new now.
I get this your daddy, but come on now.
You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I gotta talk to. I gotta call them.
Mhm.
For when them was gonna go down before they had them all fucked all up, cause they don't know this shit here is serious, and they already got me as a kingpin.
Mhm.
So which was none of that was true. So you gotta have enough people come forward to do that, and they don't have that. So the only way they can do
Right.
that is go after me, or what S went down there and say, hey, this what happened, and I was there, and this it wasn't none of that going on. That's why I video everything.
Mhm.
So you don't have that video no more? Because I send it to you, I send it to D, and I send it to Dre.
You got
Yeah,
one
I could
video,
check.
but you video
I'll check in my
everything.
gallery and see.
Okay, send that video. Please send that video to this telephone number that you're calling on right now, because this is the only one helping me right now.
I wish my dad would send me a video of my sister or a sibling. I don't have any brothers, so I'm always probably going to swing towards the sister side of them having a manic attack or not being able to cope, mentally with something and think it's a game. I wish you would send that to me.
Okay.
That'll be the last
I'm
time
about
you
to look
speak
in.
to me because I'm going to cuss
All
you
right,
out.
so I need that, very important, because I'm going to need that if something kick off. But I doubt it. So I'm going
I
to
hope
call
he did,
the other
chick.
folks, D, in a minute, and let him know what he need to do.
Okay.
All right, so you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think she would have tried anyway.
All right. So, that's a shame, motherfucker, jealous of their own people. That's some crazy shit to me.
No, what's the shame is you a
So
father.
You know how it goes.
And that's why I said this why she a part of the family that prays it. And she can get it because again, y'all gaslighting this man. Y'all know he done been in and out of jail. He's never really been in the household with none of y'all. He's never showed up for y'all. When y'all get on these phones and talk to him, y'all never talk about things that occurred in y'all childhood. Okay, Daddy, you remember when you came and watched me play The Princess and the Frog at my play? Daddy, do you remember coming to watch me cheer? Y'all never reference anything that I consider to be memorable memories from childhood that you bring into adulthood. But y'all be quick to bash, join in with him on these shenanigans and these foolishness. And she's a mom of 3. So the fact that she's a mom of 3 and she's the oldest sibling, You cannot check your dad saying that's not right. You actually up here amen him and agreeing with him saying you know how it is. And him as a dad, he should know how it is as a dad and to treat your kids fairly and step up for all your kids. This is some bullshit. I don't think Tay ain't never offered a dime. She haven't even accepted a call. Girl, tell him Uniquely Sonny, because somebody need to bring him back to reality. Not the CVTV in ring cam video, Nesta. Girl, what it's definitely not in high definition 4K, baby. Sure. What type of camera them phones got over there at Metro PCS? He clown, yeah, he is a clown. Anything sent. She's quiet because Nesto is giving her more ammo to use against his own child. Get him, Nesto. You better talk that talk. He clown anything sentimental regarding his kids. Hey, go get her. All right. We almost halfway through, I think. Yeah, we are. And he got the nerves to ain't shit funny.
Your small person, because she's jealous of your daughter, because I take her wrong. But that ain't my motherfucking fault.
It is your fault. It is your fault. Tell me it ain't your fault. You're the father. She's a child. I don't know what's up with these parents that believe that because they have a kid with somebody and they're not in their lives, they don't have the relationship that they should have with their kids, that it's the child's responsibility to contact them, to open up to them, to run behind them, to start the communication. As a father, you're supposed to be in your kid's life. It is your fault. You should be doing this for all your kids. And it's nothing wrong with him doing it for his grandkid, but you should be doing this for all your children. It makes me think that he did something to his daughter and wants to have evidence to dispute the claim. But he puts his kids, yeah, he do, against each other to play the victim, and he do. And the two, Tay and Dion, they gaslight this shit. He's a waste of space. Oh my God, it's Tuesday. That girl is special, if you ask me. She allegedly the favorite one. You know, we was calling her the golden child. Hey, Tony. I think she's just playing along. I don't play like this. Hey, let's talk about it all. Tay tolerates Nesto because she don't do nothing for his ass but just listening. I'm just listening. They say, Nesto, you ain't doing nothing but taking up space and air. The child he's talking to knows her daddy is guilty because she has a theft by deception on her record behind her daddy. Allegedly, Nesto, message me. Give me the tea, sis. I didn't know that. Message me and give me the tea.
That ain't my fault.
It is your fault.
That ain't my fault.
How is it not your fault? You're the parent.
You had all opportunity to do the same thing. You chose to run around with them old people. That ain't my fault. I'm not getting over no fucking body. So that's
right. That's why we added her to the family that prays, because she definitely can get it. And I'm calling this one the family feud.
Yeah, it is. It really falls in place. It really is. I don't call and worry you. I don't really call nobody to worry nobody, because I'm really everybody know my own.
Now he go with the reverse psychology. Yeah. I don't call nobody. I don't worry nobody. I don't ask nobody for nothing.
Rest of it gonna fall in place. So I'm straight. The kids good?
They're good. Yep. Carmen got promoted to 4th, and Alika got promoted to 9th. This is our going into her next year in college. So yeah, everybody's doing good.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
Nesto, you getting old for Cobb County.
Gave me the ability and call you and say, hey, I need to do this right here. And guess what? Now it's paying off.
How's it paying off?
Yeah.
How?
If I listen to everybody else, I'd be fucked up.
You are effed up.
I'd be fucked up. Yeah.
This is why we think his ass is crazy and delusional and not living in reality. Because he said if it weren't for what he did for her, he'd be effed up. Sir, you at the lowest point of your life, in jail, broke, busted, and disgusted. How the hell you doing good?
Everybody play
Nesto done convinced himself he on the damn country club.
play their hand, tell me, oh, I ain't got this and I can't do this. Okay, all right. That let me see where I'm at.
Yeah, he don't know them kids.
With my family. So I'm good. So I'm glad I had to be selfish in some kind of way.
Not selfish.
They can't handle this shit. So right now, that I definitely need. Can you get that number?
We talking about Dion?
For who's Martha's number?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I still have it. Let's see.
I wish she would have called Martha. Baby, we will fall the hell out.
It's 404.
All right.
Hold on.
Cool. I got that. If you can.
You got it?
Yeah. Y'all know I beat it out, but I had to put the 4 up in there now. If you can figure out the other digits, that's on you, baby. But she actually gave him Martha's phone number.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
You get the number?
Yeah, I got the number. You still can't hear me?
Okay. I can hear you just like a little bit.
Okay, what I was saying was, if you can, I need you to call them so you can get the little one and explain to them.
She just gave you the phone number, so you call Martha. You do the talking. He always want to boss somebody around and give somebody some damn orders in a to-do list. She just gave you the number. You call.
Oh, that you're a trap. And they don't need to do that shit because I got everything on video. Everything on video.
But see, that's the thing. I try to reach out to Mark before, like they don't respond to me. Like I be checking on her and everything, no response. So I just come and give it a month.
That shit crazy as a motherfucker. That shit is crazy.
Even before,
I don't blame Mark. I wouldn't be talking to your ass either.
Just check on her, see how she's doing.
Why would I be talking to you when you talking about somebody jealous of you and they jealous of your child, which would be their niece? And it's probably not even jealousy. It's just speaking facts. Like, you over here doing this and that, but you ain't done nothing for your children. Okay? That's not jealousy, baby. That's facts.
I tried to reach out to Mal. She never responded, so we just kind of left it alone.
What?
Martha told him to leave her the F alone. Go, Martha. Martha cussed him out. Oh my God. Do tell y'all. Well, Vicky, do you know about this? Are you coming up?
Okay, cool. So I'll just let you know what's going on. So I got that. So
Nesto's got me on the other tip.
And did he be checking on you? He told me he'd be checking on you. I tell if I find out your time, I'll cut you off.
Yeah, it sounds like she already cut the hell off.
What you say?
I say, did your brother be checking on you? Because he said he be
Oh,
checking
yeah, him and I talk. We talk all the
time. You talking about he gonna cut Dion? Dion done caught a damn stray, baby. Do your brother be checking up on you? Because if he don't, I'm gonna cut him the F off. Because he been playing on my top. Dion, did you hear this?
Huh.
Okay.
I told him the next time that I can get a day off from work, we're going to have lunch together. So
okay.
I'm waiting on my schedule.
Okay, cool. So I'm good. That makes me happy.
I don't know either.
All right, so that's what I got going on. So I go to court on the 13th, and I'm pretty good to be ready to go. So right now I do have a bond, and this is how I'm going to handle my bond. So I just got to...
Okay, well, yeah, I love you. I'm about to get to go back upstairs. I got a clock.
All right, good. Thank you. Love you.
She said she got to go back to work.
Thank you. Bye. You there? You on the line?
You know Cynthia here. Where's she going?
She gone.
Oh, I need to get that video. I definitely need to get that video. She definitely got to send that video to you.
She said she'll look and see if she has the video.
Okay. So next, I need to call Dion.
Now, after he done talk shit about little brother Dion, he finna call him.
All right. You need to take a break.
Get ready.
I'm just letting you talk.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, I need to call him real fast.
Hold on.
Yeah, Martha got her ass on the blocker
What's your
list.
phone number?
You don't have it? Oh, hold on.
What she got an
Yeah,
attitude for? She just listening. She just
I
listening.
got it right here. I got it right here.
And
All right.
he's telling her to, I don't know what Cynthia was doing because he asked her to call Dion, but as normal, it's a miscommunication with her, right? She think that he's asking her to call Martha. So she like, I didn't write the number down or whatever she just said. What's the number? Girl, you got Dion's phone number, but she's scared to call Martha. Why? Why is you scared to talk to Martha?
The number.
Side hoe jealous. I blanked it out, y'all. Y'all don't need Dion phone number. Y'all already over on the man IG. They got
What you doing?
they had exchanged the
Right.
numbers like 50, 11 times
Hello?
now.
Yes.
How you doing? You good? You feeling better?
Fuck no. What's going on, player?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing you can do to help.
Everything just irritating the fuck out of me. I'm losing money. The car's fucking up. It's just too much. Everything just getting on my damn nerve.
Well, Mr. 15K a month, you got it.
I'm feeling how you feeling. It's just fucking me.
Oh no.
I gotta laugh, player. You know, I got that make me laugh. It ain't funny, but shit, I do understand.
Yeah, I'm back at this fucking paint shop. They done stole my little buddy car. My money was in there.
Stop going to the damn hood. What did I call the last place? He said he had took his car and went and got it at 3 a.m. in the morning. Baby, stop going down there on the block, letting them people put your cars up on them damn bricks and take them to a damn shop that got insurance and security. This is what happens when you're trying to go bootleg, and we don't understand why Mr. LLC's Mr. 15K a month.
I had to go get the nigga shit back.
Hey, Bank. Bank, I need to ask you a question.
All right, so let me go and
Get him, Marty Mar.
That's right. I
What's up?
Dion sounds shaky like a
All right,
fiend.
so that's what the deal is. I do have a bond. I got that situated on my own.
Sure. Is it his girlfriend or is it his boyfriend?
I got to do one more thing now. So they didn't have what they said they had. So when I went,
Here he go trying to repeat this same lie he just told Tay. But baby, he forgot he wasn't talking to the golden child no more. He talking to Dion. He got experience, right? He know the lingo. So we know Dion about to pop off. Just in case you didn't know.
Documents with some people's name on it. So
okay.
The person's name, I get that video. I got it. If you get time, I gotta get that video sent to this telephone number. The one of dummy. The one with hooping.
Oh, now she a dummy. She the R word. This is ridiculous. This is despicable.
Why you be sugarcoating talking about?
Because I can't because I got a stipulation. That stipulation, I can't deal with.
I get it, but we all know what the fuck they said it in court.
Yeah.
Well, at least Dion listen to the court, cause Cynthia did.
That's what I'm telling
you. Okay, I get it. Basically, you can't be around them folks. I get that part. You weren't gonna be around them anyway. I get all that shit, but that's not stopping you from saying that you in the right.
Okay, all right.
I got that shit somewhere, but that shit don't make no difference. All you need is witnesses to tell that them folks was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And listen, she want to chime in now.
They told on themselves. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Now here's the killer for it.
Now she want to add her damn 2 cents. Stay on mute like you was when Tay was on the phone.
Trying to drag in their little sister. They're trying to drag them in because they named them too on there as well.
They said what?
They're trying to drag your little sister in there as well.
Dion, you gotta pull over. He on this raggedy phone.
So I can't deal with them no more either because they got him on the list too as well.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't be around none of these folks anyway. That's what I keep saying.
They're trying to build something. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I understand that. That's the whole reason you're in there. I'm not the slow one. I'm telling you why they're listening. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm listening, all right, but I don't believe you.
I don't give a fuck who recording and listening, because I'm saying that's some bullshit. I can't speak on everything else. I can speak on that, because I know that.
Okay.
That's a fact. That's some bullshit. Okay. Straight up. And I'm looking for the video now. It's a lot of shit. I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? We sent rims and all kind of shit. I know. That's some bullshit. Yeah. When that was 19.
We heard you, Dion, loud and clear.
Way past that. That's what I'm saying.
No, he haven't, Bank.
I said thread on this particular number. Don't go back.
This video was inspired by Vic to the Veil.
Wow. Because you change the damn
She
number.
already know.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see.
I told her
and see
yesterday.
your other number. Damn, man. That shit over with. I ain't got it in here. I don't got it in here. I did. The other number I had of yours, we ain't even got no thread. It was a California number? Should have been a California number. These numbers right here are the Atlanta numbers. That was a California number.
How you know?
You know what I'm saying? You change your number so much. Yeah. Like these numbers I got in here, that's all I got. Cause I don't change mine. Okay. No, you don't. You don't have that shit ancient years. I try to keep fixing my phone and all that if I replace that shit. Cause it be stuff like this. I be wanting to keep my evidence. But I got that shit in my phone.
Hey, lady.
They got my phone. They got both of my phones. So I got all that shit. I keep all my shit.
Yes, I'm going to be doing that, lady.
I told you, if I kept telling you, you should have had you gonna listen to me this time. Cause goddamn, if you would have had everything I told you, that shit would have went to a computer. If I told you, go get you an Apple iPad and a laptop. It ain't nothing that can get hid once you do that.
Oh, Lord.
Show up. All the stuff that go from your phone go to your device for iCloud. I ask you your iCloud, you won't even know what it is.
Right. If he has this information to his iCloud,
I keep forgetting she on the phone.
Then he can get it.
You don't know it though. Them other folks do. That don't mean nothing though. You need to know your shit. I've been telling you this shit. I got it in my. I do have it. I do have the information inside my wallet. I do have that. Man, I think you acting like you ain't comprehending. That shit need to be in your head. That shit need to be where you can tell me right now if you needed to. Not over the phone, but you get what I'm saying? I can't get it because it's in a wallet that we don't have. I got that part. Right now, all I'm saying is I can get it from my phone. I ain't worried about that. I just thought you had it on free on hand that I had to go through all that at the moment. That's it. Man, we talking about for future. I'ma shut up. That's your shit. I'ma shut up. I'ma shut up.
Dion said, I'ma just shut the hell up. I'ma shut the hell up and I'ma close my little gator skin wallet. Okay? I'ma let you and Miss Sawyer handle this.
No, forget the rough day. I'm being real with you about real life shit. Right now, if I had your information, I would be able to woo-side. I can't do it because I don't have it. If something happens to you, period, I can't tell nobody nothing because I don't have no information. That's the shit I've been telling you for years. Okay, all right. I get it. I understand. Some of you I have more information than me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's crazy. Okay.
You gotta have it right. I just did.
Oh no, I know.
Sent everything to them on the email, so they have all my information, passwords, and everything. So
yeah, we're getting older. Come on.
Well, there you have it, Vic to the Veil. That's why I sit there getting them damn ashes. Hold on, y'all. I got to message somebody in the chat. I need help.
They got to be able to access everything you have without having to go through the courts, because that's what I'm dealing with my clients now, because with your dad.
Here she go lying.
And the other sister stuck. Now they can't find.
That was going on with my mama and her brother. They're going back and forth about the shit with my grandma. My mama got everything. If the brother was really paying attention, he'll have more facts.
Well, hopefully the brother listening to this call. If you need to go to probate, brother, I'll work on getting a better quality audio for you so you can take Riri as the court. Okay, because the son on these recorded lines, global telling lines, baby, talking about Riri got you because you ain't paying attention. I know a little something about probate too, so call me, brother.
You don't have no facts because you weren't paying attention. That's all. Okay. I'm just trying to make you get on your shit. But anyway, fuck the dumb shit. You got a bond now?
Yeah, I got a bond now. So
Eli.
I got that already taken care of. I'm good on that. Yeah.
So when you getting out?
He got to go to court on the 13th for the indicted cases. They don't have a bond yet on the indicted cases, and that's what they're going to do.
Oh, well, shit, you ain't got no damn bond then.
You got a bond on all the car stuff.
When I be thinking about bond, I be talking about going home. You been had bond for certain shit. I ain't. I'm talking about to get on up out of there.
Listen, bro. Listen to me one more time. I do have a bond. Okay. The one I don't have a bond on is where you had. You came for the hearing. I go to court on the 13th for a bond hearing.
Listen,
okay.
I comprehend quite well. You didn't say that a second ago. You said you had a bond. I get it. Now you got to go for a bond hearing. Two different things.
Now, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I hear you talking, but you got to slow down for 1 second and listen to what I'm got to say.
No, Nesto, you need to speed up and you need to answer the question. Like, what happened today in court? You need to be able to articulate what happened. You always say you don't remember, you don't understand, etc., etc. He asked you if you have a bond. You say yes. He said, well, when you getting out? Sure, even if he had a bond on all his charges, he don't have the money to get out with. If he had to pay $10,000 right now, where he gonna get it from? Dion say, when you getting out? Who the fuck paying it? That's what I want to know.
Please, sir.
Oh, Nesto, he do not know how to conversate.
So what I'm saying to you is the most difficult bond, I've got that now. What I'm going to court for now, either they're going to throw it out or give me a fucking bond on.
I heard that.
All right. So all that had to work together. So I'm closer than ever now. That's what I'm saying. Okay? You got it now?
I understood from the beginning. I'm just standing up so you can talk. That make you feel better.
We only got a few more minutes left, y'all.
So I don't think you heard what I said.
Okay, I heard everything you said.
Okay, Dion, no, he do not have a bond for all his charges. He go back to court on the 13th, and that's when he will know if he will get a bond or not.
Okay, I'm good.
So now basically you just waiting. The same shit. Nothing ain't changed other than you got a bond for the big shit you're saying. Ain't nothing changed though. You still gotta go to court. That's what I'm saying. You would have said that from the beginning. You said from the beginning was you had a bond and you trying to find that video. You didn't break it down how you just broke it down. But I still comprehend it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Learn how to break shit down first, other than just going straight to what you want to talk about.
All right. Okay.
That's the person that I be trying to tell you. You ain't realized this shit yet.
Okay, sir. So here's the thing.
I know you
hang up, Sonya. Hang up, Sonya.
No, I'm trying to just
Now there's a time frame on this one. Go ahead. This one ain't a 30-minute call because the house is called.
All right, so listen, man.
Go ahead.
I need, if you can, I got Martha's telephone number.
I love that for him, go get her.
What the fuck is going on for she fucked them little people life up? For real.
She gonna mess up somebody's life. You already don't mess with the little people. You're not in the little people life. We've heard you say the little people gonna call you when they turn 21. So how is the little people coming to court talking about whatever experience they have with you and telling their side of the story? How is that going to mess up their life? No, that's going to fuck up your life. not hers. Okay, so stop the cap. And now he wants Cynthia to call Martha, Tay to call Martha, and Dion to call Martha. No wonder Martha cussed their ass out.
I don't even know what's going on. To tell her what's going on.
She's trying to get her on her side. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The police trying to use it against me.
Oh, Officer Fields be catching strays. He said the police, Officer Nat, Detective Nat, trying to get her on her side. Well, if it's nothing to say, why are you pressed? Why are you worried? If you innocent, why are you pressed, sir? It shouldn't be nothing that no one is going to say that's going to hurt you. If it's nothing.
The same person.
You sound pressed.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He understands it.
Yeah, when you get done talking to him, call me back and break that shit down to me clear, okay? I'm not all that trying to dig in between that shit. I'm not with that shit right now. Tell me straight up what's going on when you get off the phone with him. Because I don't know. And I keep saying that I don't understand what you're saying.
All right,
hey, 14+1. Hey, B. Williams.
So no, Sonya, after you get the information from him, you call me back and break it down to me a little clearer, okay, please?
Uh-oh, Dion about to snap.
Okay.
Miss Sonya. Oh, my goodness. It's too hot outside for this shit.
All right, okay.
Hello?
We'll
Go ahead, my boss calling him on the phone. I'm trying to get on the phone. Go ahead. I hear you.
All right.
Tell her what you just said, because she couldn't hear you.
Can you please give me a call back when you get off the phone with him and break it down to me clearer?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's a lot trying to figure out what he's trying to say. It's hot as hell out here.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to figure it out. There's just too much my brain ain't working.
I got you. Okay. All right.
Why is it so hot out here today?
Okay.
The 13th.
The 13th.
His next court hearing.
Okay.
Dion said he damn sweating out there trying to damn comprehend what this mush mouth man talking about.
For him, and put it in both their names and take it from there.
And then she over here doing something else as usual.
I took a picture of the 3-day. And
Give me like 20 minutes.
I own the building.
All right, player.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Dion said, all right, player. Shit. It's hotter than fish grease out here, and I'm burning additional goddamn brain cells trying to figure out what the hell you even talking about. I dropped the link. If anybody would like to come up, feel free. Of course, we could talk about topics from yesterday and today. Okay, feel free to come up, y'all. Y'all, Vic to the veil. Vic to the damn veil. This was inspired by her. Okay. Dion like, bitch, don't play with me. Miss Sonya. Oh God. It's too hot for TV. I don't have time to be playing with you. I don't think it's professional to be talking to a jailbird while working. I could never. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be my battery fully charged. Oh no, Shirley, it always be charged. I don't take it off the dang I don't take it off the charger. We're gonna get into that later on, and I will say there's no way she can focus on her job with the type of job that she has, the type of I think my thing's going off. And the things that she have to focus on and the details that she have to pay close attention to at this time when she was working at that law office, there's no way that she's doing a good job and doing things in a professional, organized manner, because she's on the phone with Ernesto all damn day and he giving you orders. You're not on here just kicking with him. You gotta take notes, write down phone numbers, call people on the switchboard, on the three-way. You got to do all those things. So it's not like you're just sitting there, just chatting it up with him for 5 or 10, 15 minutes. He's calling back to back because she want him to, and he want to call as well. I don't see how she can focus either because I have to focus on my job. I don't have like a, you know, repetitive job, or, a job that don't require much thinking. Like I have to pay close attention. I can't be effing up. I don't want to be on the news. Oh goodness, let me close out this window. Let me get this heathen off my internet. Okay. Let me get back over the string. All right, I had to take that down. Oh, I have my first guest. Jewel, come on up. Koala, how you doing?
Baby.
Thank bitch to the veil.
See, that's what kind of book we don't want to talk to Dion's ass. He's very disrespectful. He's very aggressive, short patience. And he know damn well his daddy ain't got no sense. I don't know why he talk to his daddy like that.
It was hot outside. Dion said, not today, daddy.
Not today. I ain't got time for this shit today. But I think he mad because little Scooter on the
Go ahead. Oh, she put us on mute.
Yeah, I put you on mute for a second. I had to sit up. Let me quit laying down. I'm laying down all in the recliner.
Let me see if your avatar laying down. Show no.
No, I don't have it on there, so it can go with my movements. Because,
okay.
I'll be moving around too much.
Okay. I talk with my hands, so it probably won't.
Exactly. My shoulders will be moving and everything.
I said what I said. You energized today. Child, she been up here on the porch because the last time I went live, she had to leave to go do her other show. So she's excited to be back up here, with her people.
And I didn't know them people yesterday, Missy. I ain't know none of them people. So she didn't drop the link.
You can follow along in the chat a little bit.
I followed along, but it ain't the same when you don't know the folks, though,
It's not.
I mean, yeah, you can enjoy the entertainment. I was just here for the, for the support. But, as far as knowing anything about their lives, I had no clue about anybody. Krishan and the other. Yeah, the face. Yeah, those are the only two that I kind of knew a little bit about, but the rest of them I had no clue who the people were. But they was tripping. They did have some stories and they were tripping, so I got to say that much.
Oh, thank you.
But as far as Buckwheat though go, poor Buckwheat, just poor Buckwheat. Nobody won't give a man no break. Dion running out of patience. And Buckwheat trying to explain himself. Dion act like he don't know what's going on. And Daddy, I know you didn't do that one thing. You did everything else. You did the other 99, 50, 11,000 charges they got on you.
That part.
Because that's what that sounded like to me. Your ass guilty of everything else, but that one thing, I know you ain't guilty about that. They sound so stupid. So stupid. And I really do. I think he's pissed off because Buckwheat had Sonya to call him. And I think what Dion prefer, and I don't know, I'm just, guessing. I think Dion want her to just say, hey, call your put some money on the book so your dad can call you and not do these three-way calls, because Dion never is happy when she's on that phone with them, because number one, she talks too much. She want to interject herself in the conversation, and she don't know how to just be quiet and let them talk and let them handle whatever. Now, if they ask her a question, you can go ahead and intervene. But if they don't ask you, done shut the hell up. Ain't nobody talking to you. And you done dominated the conversation. You don't talk to him most of the time. So why wouldn't you allow his son to talk to him for the last 5 or 4 minutes that you're going to give him? Because you're not going to give him that much time anyway. And so I think that's what frustrates Dion. So when he get on this phone and she's on there, it just makes the situation a little bit more tense, because when him and Dion is talking without her, they're a little bit more relaxed. The conversation is a lot more relaxed. But we really not trying to explain nothing. He just really kind of going with the flow or whatever. And I think he think she's Matlock or somebody, and that she have all the pertinent questions and answers that, you know, she need to ask Dion or what have you. And it's like, you know, she got that motherfucking mouthpiece, and Dion don't and Dion don't think she got that motherfucking mouthpiece. Dion don't like her ass. He don't want to be bothered with her, and he don't understand why Daddy is putting this lady in charge. And like he said, she know more about your passwords and information than I do. I've been telling your ass for years to give me access in case something happened, because he didn't throw this part in there, but he was like, you know, you ain't doing right, and you know it's a possibility that you're gonna go to jail. So why the hell you ain't giving me no access to nothing? Right. And basically that's what Dion is trying to tell him. I've been done told you this, and you've been not listening to me. And Buckwheat not gonna give him the access because he don't want Dion knowing what he doing.
Yeah, but again, even if you're not doing nothing wrong, somebody do need to know where the damn bones is buried, just in case. I'm just saying.
Yeah, somebody need to know where the bones and the bodies are buried and all of that. But
we know you won't sit there on them ashes, but I'm just saying.
Somebody needs to have your password to like your most important thing, your phone. Like somebody needs to know something. Like that's just on some real stuff.
And I just let my kids know. They already know what my passwords are. They've been the same for years. They already know, you know, what I use, and so they already, you know, they can just basically figure mine out. And also I have all of mine written down in this, you know, in a certain spot. So you know, just to let the kids know what's up, because you're right. People need to know what's going on. It's, you know, especially your children or whoever's gonna have to be over you and take care of you. You need to let them know what's up. And I was just sitting here thinking last night. I'm like, well, shit. I got this gate. I got my house all locked up and gated up. And what if the ambulance come? I was like, well, I guess they need to jump the fence to come help me if I can't get up there to unlock it. But, you know, I've been really thinking about that. Like, I need to maybe unlock that gate in case I need some help. And it won't take any time to get to me. And so that's basically what Dion been trying to tell this food. You won't have, you're so busy doing what you're doing, and trying to be so secretive, to whereas you know you're doing it stupidly, because you won't. Nobody can help you if they can't get to the information. And then when you get in jail, all your player cards, all the information, all the games that you taught me, you just sit that aside and just flip the script on me, and you let this little lady, I'm gonna just say little lady. I'm gonna just be nice. You let this lady. I'm gonna be nice today.
Call it what she is, a gremlin.
Well, I want a blessing, so I'm gonna be nice today. So you let this lady just take over our business. You know, you just let her take over everything, and you don't have me over anything, but you still want me to help. How can I help you if I don't know anything? So in other words, let her take care of it. Let her handle it, and letting her know, bitch, call me. You know, when you get off this phone or whatever. Do you hear me, Sonya? He was even gaslighting Sonya. I'm like, man, it must be really, really hot out there, because Dion very perturbed today. And so I don't know if she called him or not, but, you know, he really was basically being really mean to both of them. And rightfully so. I'm not saying that they innocent or nothing. And I think, do y'all think he on such high medication to whereas he can't really understand what's going on when he go to court and stuff, because he act like he just don't know what's up. And I know they can't be part of his game plan, because that's stupid.
It's sad. I don't know if he's faking it or not, but you go to court and you're sitting there
and you act like you don't get nothing out of it.
And she's asking you, do you understand? Do you have, I mean, I've seen Judge Manning ask him a few questions, and we saw Judge Adams, you know, talk to him as well. I mean, at this point, it can't get no worse for you, Buckwheat. Just speak up. I need extra help, because it's sad that you get on these calls and you just come from court. You can tell us about everybody else that went to court, how much time they got a bond for this, they charges, but when it come to you, it's like, but I don't know what they was talking about. I don't know what they was saying. I'm like, that's not good.
Like he just draws a blank. Do you think he would just be enjoying the freedom of being out of jail and just not being
Damn fool. You better stop playing for them people.
Do you
Sitting
think he
there
just
up the damn
enjoying
street
he
without a
enjoying
paddle.
he enjoying the car ride and shit and being out of jail for a minute, so he just ain't paying attention.
He's sightseeing.
He's sightseeing and enjoying his freedom. I don't
I
know
think
what
he
it is.
understands keyword, like just keywords. Bond, yes, no. What else? Free. I know he understands the release date. You know, plea deal. Like he understands. He knows to listen. His ears will perk up at that stuff. But when you gotta listen when he comes back and he tells Dre and he tells Sonya about no bond, no bond. You know, she said it so fast, and then she said, yeah, you're not getting out. You know, he's listening for what he wants to listen to. He's listening
Okay.
for the things that he wants to hear. Like, okay,
Okay.
am I getting a bond? If I get a bond, I'm running. If
Right.
if I don't get a bond, I mean I'm stuck in here for another 90 days.
He don't listen. He listen for those keywords.
That's all.
Yeah.
Cause he a lot of that stuff is over his head. Cause if you don't have the basic like kind of knowledge, I mean, he should have a basic knowledge of what's going on. Even Dre like can sit there and talk a little bit about it. You know, not much, but and
Vicky.
even
Vicky. He is not new to the game.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, even Dion, know they're not new. None of them are new to this. All of them have been in trouble at one time or another. You know, you don't understand it the first time you go in, but the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh time you go in, it's like, well, okay, you should be able to keep up with the keep up, and then talk to your lawyer real quick, or be whispering to your lawyer or something. What's that mean? What this mean? What that, like, even when the judge, his current judge asked him, Mr. Williams, do you want to come up here and be a part of this sidebar?
No sir.
No,
No
no,
sir.
sir. No, sir. And I'm waiting for y'all to get done because I'm not feeling well and I'm ready to go off on this.
Well, Vicky,
All of them.
you knew what was up today.
I know, but I'm feeling worse today. My acid
Um,
reflux is acting up, and it's got me with a migraine. So I'm ready to cuss and
okay.
fuss.
Well,
Well,
everybody.
go on and cuss then. Go on, do your thing.
You want to wait?
Go ahead. I said what I said. I don't want to be
Hey,
polite too.
somebody else up here.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Oh,
Okay.
hold
Okay.
on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Everybody, the sound of my dear voice. Shan is up here.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! When the hell you been at? You announced when you going on vacation. Listen, don't be.
What up,
No,
though?
she been on vacation.
313. What up, though?
You announced when you going on vacation, cause like I just saw you popped her in the chat yesterday. I'm like, when the hell you been at? See this? You
I
don't
told
do
y'all,
people
me and
like
my
that.
man be outside in the summertime.
You don't do folks like that. You say, okay, look, I'll be gone. Give me an
Okay, well, we'll
approximate
be gone
time.
again in another 2 weeks because we be
Buckwheat.
outside.
Hold on, Shane. Buckwheat Jr. This woman done told you she takes the whole summer off. What part of that do you not understand?
I don't care.
We be outside.
I get attached.
Hey, even I can remember that part. I can remember that much.
Yeah, because school is out. So I don't have any little kids, but I got little family members.
Right.
So I be hanging with them. And then it's graduation season. I got a few family members graduated. So I'm helping them with that stuff, doing that stuff, and then the kids home from college and all that. So I gotta catch up with my peoples to be outside. And in another 2 weeks, I'm gonna be outside again. So it's like, hey, you gotta take it when it's coming, especially, and then when I got home the other day, I was telling Lady T-Bug that when it's hot here and we all season. So when you turn the AC up high, like it's in the 90s, we got heat advisories for the last 2 weeks here. So when you turn the heat up, the internet start click, click, click. Because last time I came up, it was doing that. So I'm like, I just try to be in the chat, but then I be in the chat, then I fall asleep because it's hot outside. When you be in the heat, you be all exhausted. So, but I was like, let me
you got a lot of
call up here.
excuses. You got a lot of excuses. But into Vicky's defense, Vicky, she did leave at basketball season.
Yeah,
I know. Well,
Cause
yeah,
he been gone for a minute, so I'm
at
just
least that
saying.
yeah.
basketball
Playoffs.
season,
I told
at
y'all
least
playoffs. I ain't playing, and they just wrapped up on Monday. Oh,
at,
was it Tuesday?
I
No,
don't
Oh,
know.
Sunday.
speaking of basketball, what do you think about that man with that damn beard over there at the Clippers? You know, I'm mad with him because I didn't like how he did Trina when it came to Chloe, Mr. Harden.
I'm gonna
You
kind
don't
of
get
put that on the back burner because I need more information.
you need
I
more tea.
kind of,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I need more information because it's not out there wide like I was expecting when I heard about it earlier today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was kind of looking up
Did
some
you
stuff,
watch
and
my
I'm like,
short?
yeah, I watched that too, and that's
Thank
what
you.
made me, when I see you do something, I'll be like, click, 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 click. But and then I lost focus because my little homegirl came over earlier, and she like,
Okay.
can we go to Dollar Tree? Like, like, okay, girl,
Yeah,
let's
I
go to
did a
Dollar
short.
Tree.
If y'all haven't seen it, please, please, please support Lady T. But I think it's less than a minute and a half.
Yeah, because I'm thoroughly confused how he's attached, other than them being his peoples. So I need
Mm-hmm.
more.
Need more information.
I'm kind of,
What
and I
law?
know,
What case
yeah,
law they using?
right. And what did he do? Like, what is he responsible or negligent of? So that's what I was kind of looking for. But I know where to look now. So I know I forgot. Like I said, the little girl came over and threw me off with the Dollar Tree. So I'm back,
Mhm.
and you reminded me, put it in my head, so it's gonna be there. But I'm thinking like it's open season on. Hey, let's get some money out here, because I think
At least
even
this
though
one's not old. Not saying that, you know.
it was 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but
Not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying
I
grow.
think Cassie getting money kind of,
Yeah.
and I don't
Spark.
understand how this other stuff sparked from Cassie, even though that's kind of where it kind of started at, because she actually went through some stuff. She went through some
Exactly.
things. She
But
deserved the
Shan, did
money.
you see how many people got immunity in Diddy? I know we switching. We'll get back, y'all. We'll get back to Nesto. Just give us a second. Did you see how many people that got immunity, Shan?
Yeah, and they better hope that that does not. I was kind of put
Mm-hmm.
off by that because a lot of times that sways juries because they like, oh, okay, you
Okay.
gonna make one person responsible for what everybody did, even though everybody was doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's a
Like,
lot of
where
stuff
is
I always
KK?
see them do that make people
I
and
think
see.
KK gonna be the unindicted co-conspirator, you know, just playing off of what we say with Nesto.
But what KK is doing, she's doing it the right way because as long as they don't serve you and you can kind of play that, I don't know, like role, you know what I'm saying? You can come back and be like, oh, where I was at, I knew he had been in some stuff. I didn't want nobody coming looking for me, so I took off. And
Oh no, she been talking.
I mean, not showing up for court is not as
Oh yeah,
extensive.
I wouldn't come with that big because I don't know if y'all gonna tap me on my damn shoulder. Mm-mm.
Right, and not showing up for court is not as extensive as not showing up for a warrant, like a criminal warrant.
Like
But not showing
Gina,
up for a
like
witness
Gina,
warrant, yeah,
like Gina.
witness warrant is not the same as the criminal warrant. Witness material warrant is not the same. Doesn't carry the same weight, even so it's still a crime. It doesn't carry the same weight as a, you know, criminal warrant where they looking for you for the crimes. So, but I would kind of stay out of it if I was her. If I would stay under every right, I'm not coming out
They're
till
gonna
I
have to
fall
come
out.
looking for you,
I'm gonna have
Shan.
to, yeah, they're gonna have to flip my rock for me to come out. I ain't,
She
and
said she need her
I
job. She gonna go back to work for
mm-mm.
Diddy when she get out.
Yep,
She
because he
still
still got
probably under
stuff
the
going.
payroll.
And see what people don't realize is, and I try to school people on this all the time because all cops don't work the correct way.
That's true.
So you don't go in there just volunteering and talking, even when you're in the right or you in a good situation. I gotta take somebody in there with me that know what they
Mm.
doing, so I don't put myself in the crosshairs of what's going on. I go in there saying what I'm supposed to say because what police love is for you to come in just running your mouth
Yeah.
because
If you
you
can
give
go in with your
ideas.
attorney, if you can.
Right. Even if somebody committed something against you, you still can take your attorney in there with you. Don't think you can't. Don't think you gotta be in the sight of them or a suspect in order for you to take representation. No, you don't. And I advise most people to do it because what I've learned in my time is a lot of cops and people in these positions, judges too, attorneys too, they have not been through what a lot of people in the hood and different communities have been through, so they don't understand. Like they don't understand. They know that most black people don't trust cops, but if you go in
That's
there and say I
true.
want a lawyer, the first thing they'll say, well, why you want a lawyer? You're guilty.
You
No,
guilty?
I don't want to I want a lawyer because I don't trust you, motherfucker. I don't trust it. I'm telling y'all the truth,
Yeah, it
and
ain't
y'all
about
don't.
that. I'm trying to be
I'm
careful.
yeah, I'm not, because I seen so many, I've seen so many cases where I'm reading them like, wow, they had nothing at the beginning of this. But when you came and sat down and spilled your guts, just
It is.
like I think a lot of the investigation, he still could have been got Nesto on what they had, but I think more investigation happened through jail calls and him, just like this call. That's another reason why I came up. I said, "Ooh, this is a good one, baby," because everything you was doing with Laverte, you was pulling her in, and you lucky that they didn't do it. And that's why I be thinking sometimes like Fulton is not as bad as people think they are, because they could have pulled a lot of people into this, and they didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Because right there, Laverte could have been pulled in. Like, oh, we're gonna indict
Mm-hmm.
you too, boo boo. Because right there, that's witness intimidation, and you're giving out Martha's phone number because that's
Right.
third party to her daughter. You already got a bond and say you can't have no contact with the daughter, which means idiot. You can not contact her through nobody either. And I believe I heard Judge Manning say that in court, but you're not paying attention. So it's a lot of stuff that happen where you need
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
representation. And I don't think this man is that stupid. I just think he's very dumb, if you know the difference, because he's not used to people not doing what he said. And I told y'all this a long time ago. I've been in the system a long time. So I saw it evolve to what it is now. And literally, back in the day when you used to get arrested, we had paper fingerprints. So if you got arrested, we had this, if we had your fingerprints cross town, we had to go cross town and get them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get them cross town, hopefully they haven't let you out by the time we get back.
Right.
Yeah, that's back in the day.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So people don't realize that. And then all of a sudden they got the fingerprint machine where they had them on fish, which was the film. So the film
Yeah.
was a little bit easier because it was stored in certain
Microfilm.
places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
microfilm, microfiche. And you
Mm-hmm.
could get
Mm-hmm.
to it a little bit quicker. Then as it goes, then they get the little machines. Like I remember
Digital.
when we got our first machines in 2003. 2003. I only know that because I left 2 years later. 2003, we got our
Mm-hmm.
machines, and that was the CODIS. That was when the computers that started, like, because we
Mm-hmm.
had computers, but they weren't linked at all. Like I
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
said, you had to go across town to get
Even with the
information.
probation, you talk about that. I mean, I
Yeah,
know.
even in the state, yeah, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where I was at that time.
Uh-huh.
So you had to go cross town to get this and go cross town to get that, and hopefully by the time you get back, the police ain't let them go because, of course, in my city it's huge. So you go cross town to get that, and by the time you get back, they gone. Why y'all release him? Well, we didn't have none. He ain't got no. Well, he ain't got no priors over here, but on the west side, he been over there clowning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now things are catching up, and that stuff started back around time when I started, and I was in the military. So I see the evolution. So by the time it gets here, I tell people these days, life of crime does not pay because you can barely get away with anything these days because there's a digital footprint everywhere. And what people don't realize now is even when you turn your phone off, it's on.
Right.
And that's a new thing. That's something within the last 5 years. And people don't know that because, I'm a techie. So I know when they developed it because they start asking questions. So even when your phone is off, it's on. And regardless to where you live, whether they got pole cameras or not, there's cameras everywhere. Somebody's recording something, the ring cameras, the little what is they, the blinks, the other
Mhm.
stuff that they got, the Google Nest
Island.
cameras everywhere.
But you know what?
So
Also on those cameras too. Now the cameras that the cops have in their cars, they can actually look inside your car. Also, and I just saw that on the news the other day. That's how they can catch a lot of crimes. because now that
And
not only can they just see on the outside, they can see what's going on inside of your car.
the heat, they got the heat things. And also know something else that they got. I said what I said, which we didn't have here, but they got now. Because somebody the other day was like, no, they too broke. They ain't got none of that. Yes, they do.
Shit.
The Detroit police officers have those things where they could tell it's a gun in your car.
Right.
It's a metal or something. I forgot the name, the official name of it, but they can spot that. And everywhere has the pow pow spotters now. Most areas, regardless, my little city got the pow pow spotters. So if one goes off, it's sending a signal to the police
It's
station.
telling them where it's at.
Yeah,
But
And
telling them where it's
also
at. And we
too,
don't even have those out here like that.
and also too though, them real IDs that they making everybody get, they said that they're gonna be linking that globally. So people
Already is, baby
overseas,
girl.
yeah, people overseas are gonna be able to link you. And that's the reason why they want that, so they can link you anywhere in the country
If you
and out of
fly,
the country.
you've already been captured. If
Right.
you fly, you've already been captured. And you captured years ago because when you go to TSA now and they take your ID, they scan your ID, then they take your picture. What you think that's for? And the
Oh,
fast
And
way,
your
yes,
fingerprints. And your
and they
damn fingerprints.
well, they didn't take my fingerprints, but
Well,
they
mine
they
wouldn't register though. They tried to take. I just got my license in May, and my fingerprints wouldn't even register.
you
well, what
shave your
they're doing now
fingerprints.
is that what
Mhm.
they're doing now is they're see because the airplane situation, they're gonna make it if you agree to fly, you agree to all this.
Mhm.
Because they want to know
Mhm.
who's going where and what you're doing, and I don't blame them for
Mhm.
that. But
They
people
even
think you
doing
can
that with
get
cruise
past
ships
it.
as well,
Yeah,
Shan.
yeah, people think you can get past it. You can't. They already got you. When they put that strip on the back of our license, I
Mhm.
tell people all the time because it was funny to me when I first found out. All we had to do in our office was type in your driver's license number into the law enforcement system, and guess what? Bing,
Mhm.
your license and your address pop up. And we wasn't even on patrol, but all we needed was either a license plate number or your name or one identifier, and bing, we got you. And
Oh,
people
that's
don't
what
realize
that
that
must
that's
be the
been in.
hookup that Nesto had, because Melody
That's what
said
I
he
was.
was able to pull her information like
Mhm.
that.
And see, the thing about that is, any desk sergeant or any like bailiff probably has access to that because it was people below us that had access to that, and we kind of the low totem pole on law enforcement since we was in the court. But it was people below us that had access. So it's like, and this was the first time I saw this, maybe was like, what's this, 2020, maybe like 15 years ago. And people don't even realize that, like, and they used to think they would give us bold addresses. Okay, we go in the system. Well, why does your license say you live here? But see, we wouldn't just come out like that. But in our mind, we finna ask some questions because we know you don't live here. Cause your license say
Uh-huh.
boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the real ID is really pushing to what I said, just said. It's all you're already in there, but they're just verifying you again now because, like Chick-fil-A just said, you got to bring something that
That's a
certifies
scam.
that it's
That's a
you.
scam now because they won't even take the little footprint birth certificate no more. Now you got to go
You're
get
talking
the
about hot.
official birth
Yep.
certificate and get this
Yes,
official that.
The
I'm like,
raise
this is a
sale.
scam. Y'all just
baby.
making money.
I cussed them folks. I was hotter than fish grease, and they want cash to process it, and then you can use a damn credit card to get the license. I'm telling you, I was mad, and it's like you don't even exist anymore, and they make you go get an updated birth certificate, uh, real ID. And I don't know why the hell they want your fingerprints on your driver's license. I guess so they can all, like Shan said, they can, bring it all together,
All they
find out
gotta
who,
do is scan it.
scan it and pull out and find out who you are. But
Right.
thank God my fingerprints wouldn't even scan. I said I ain't never been in trouble. That's why my fingerprints won't scan on y'all shit.
But I got one better for you. I got one better for you. I said what I said. How about they got it to the point to where when you go in Walmart, well, where was we at? I forgot where we was at. Me and the roommate. We standing there next to each other and we checking out. Why they taking both our picture? And it come up like a little. I was like, what the heck? And then I'm like, are they serious? Like they getting
Right.
this getting
Everywhere.
like I'm like, cause I don't know why he was standing next to me, but he's standing next to me. I was like, dude, they got you too. We stealing. They gonna kill us because they took and a little green box came up on my face and his face. I was like, dang. I was like, they ain't playing. They got this it's because the box moved till it captured us. I was like, dang. I was like, this stuff ain't no joke, but it's it's a safety precaution, and then it's kind of it's an evasion, but it's also
Mm,
a safety precaution because I will say when I was in the military, it's a lot of stuff that go on either overseas and behind the scenes that we really don't know about. And some of these precautions are a good thing because just like in a prison, if somebody breaking out, when we were on military bases, people used to always try to get in. And our
okay.
precautions it's helpful because now when you roll up to a military base, because I still got my ID, that scans. You know what I'm saying? And all your stuff that so they keep in track, you know what I'm saying? Because that stuff is precious. It's very precious. So you gotta because the stuff that we was moving didn't need to move unless we was moving it, okay? So
Mhm.
it's like it's kind of like an invasion, and then it's kind of like a safety measure, and it kind of like, and that's why I think back to our homie, he just ain't old enough. He's too old because like can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's not dumb. He just ain't as smart as he thinks he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he thinks, oh, that's not this, that's not that. No, you just and you lucky that you just didn't get your favorite wrapped up in this because what you was giving a barking
Yeah.
out to her and she giving you Martha's number to get in contact with that one and all that stuff, you just messed up right there. And you're lucky that they weren't looking to wrap other people up in this because you got
Right.
both your little faves wrapped all up in this.
I
And I'ma
Right.
think
find the video and all that.
I
That's
Right.
think
crazy.
they realized what kind of guy he was early on. That he pulls people into all his crap. Like it can't like he figured as soon as she gave him the number. All right, can you call her? Like, well, wait a minute. I gave you the number. Why?
Right.
Right.
If you got this third party on this phone whose
Right.
number you gave my number to them, you
Right.
have her call them. Like, but
I agree.
I don't think Laverte was keeping up with the stuff either. And if she was
Yeah,
keeping it
but
up,
if somebody calling you, that's acting like Shirley, gonna get you in some shit too because
Mm-hmm.
you may not be about this life now. Somebody did drop some tea down there in the chat. I'm waiting on them to message me and give me the behind the scenes. They say Tay Tay caught a charge fooling with her daddy. So I'm waiting to get the tea on that. I didn't know anything about that, but I damn sure want to know now. But ignorance is not gonna help you. And you
Nope.
calling me, asking me for Martha's phone number at the same time, calling one sister the R word and stupid and
Mm-hmm.
saying S, aka Sheridan is in the mix, and all these people. For me, I'm not getting involved because it's too many players in here. I don't really know what's going on. What I can do is call Martha and ask her if it's okay to give you her number, and I'll let Cynthia know. But other than that, I can't help you.
I
Yeah,
have a
he just
question.
be giving people number out like it ain't nothing though. He been doing
But
that
he
the whole
he
time.
been doing that. I
Yeah.
do have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was laying down. So I heard slightly about the Martha cussing somebody out. Who? Okay.
Somebody put it in the chat. I don't remember who it was, Vicky. Chick-fil-A gal, and it was two other people I know put it in the chat that Martha cussed about. So go ahead.
No, I'm asking. I
I
didn't
don't know. I
understand.
don't know. They're just saying
Okay.
that he know not to play with Martha. I believe that's the way they was going there because Martha cussed him out. He better not call Martha. That's what I
Listen.
was getting from what they put in
Hell,
there.
Dion cussed him out tonight cause why Sonya know more than I do? Sonya know more than
Right. I mean, I feel Dion to a certain extent. Y'all was running. You was kind of helping him low key run the scam. Now all of a sudden, you can't give me your information anymore. Okay, but Dion shouldn't want to be involved in this anyway. I'll be like,
I
well,
was gonna say I
I
wonder
think he
I want
wants to know like parent child stuff, not the scam stuff. Like again, if he died, if something happened, everything is just. I mean, he ain't got shit anyway.
I was
You
about to
don't.
say, what do we have?
This is your parent. So don't come to me asking me to come down and identify no damn body at the morgue because I don't know that man.
And he ain't even got no real birth certificate no more.
Call
So
me
he ain't got
Sonya.
shit. He ain't got no license. He ain't got no birth certificate. He ain't got nothing. But I'm wondering now that y'all just said it again. I wonder is Dion trying to exonerate himself, saying I don't know anything. I don't know.
But he said that in the 2022 calls. Remember when he went down there to the police? He was not around that stuff like that. Whatever he had going on in 2021 or 2022. And I think one reason was because he no longer had the barbershop. The meetup, the hangout, the shenanigans
The whole
began at
house,
the
the
barbershop. So they
brothel.
didn't have anywhere to they didn't have nowhere to they didn't have no clubhouse,
And it don't
be
sound
up
like
there anymore. So I think Dion was trying to find a way to make money. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably could go down into the barbershop and have a few clients come in. You know what I'm saying? But now I gotta fucking figure it out. And I think that's why they were distancing themselves. He didn't have nowhere to stay at. Remember? He in a hotel. He got 3 trash bags in the truck. So I think they weren't close at that time.
that's what because he did say opposite fields acting that, so it sounds like you're not close to your dad. And he's like, well, I didn't say that. I'm doing my own thing right now, and maybe during like that whole time with the barbershop thing, Dion was probably like in his like early mid-20s, and I don't know. I'm not giving him an excuse, but maybe he just
Dion, no, he was in his early 30s during the 2021 era.
no, I'm talking about like the. Because if I'm not mistaken, like wasn't that when was the luxury barbershop open up? I get confused
Girl, that
between
was
the
in the teens. That was right after Carol, because in my mind, because I'm picturing Married to
Mhm.
Medicine is where he had
Mhm.
that Nesto's look the
luxury.
parlor,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was like 2015-ish. It
Let
was
me go
very
back.
early on, and that didn't really last. That didn't really last. I think by the time he hooked up with Shirley, he was already Buck Nesto's Buckhead at the time. I think the parlor stuff had passed. It was now, and I think at the time Dion
Mhm.
wasn't really messing with him because remember, Lady T Book, when you done your video, and you
Mhm.
should link it. He was done by 2021, so Dion was out here trying to figure out how to make money, and
Right.
and you brought it to our attention the other day that when Dion was shooting in the gym, Nesto wasn't catching no layups or no dunks or no alley
Right.
oops or nothing. He was out there doing everything on his own. So how like Nesto wanting from people because I made you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Now I need you to get out here and sell some tail for me. No, that don't even link up, my guy. I can make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's what I can do. But I'm not finna do nothing more. Like you and like you said earlier, ladies, but you want more from your children. You require more from your children than you
Right.
ever gave them.
Right.
If I ain't done nothing for you, I ain't gonna expect nothing from you. And even if I done something for you, I'm not gonna do it to expect nothing. I'm just gonna hope that you gonna treat me the way I treated you. That's what I'm gonna hope. And that's not an expectation, especially when you have kids, because I ain't asked to be here. You know how many times I've said that as an adult? I ain't asked to be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now, be for real. Because I'm the type of person, I despise parents who think they had children to serve them. That ain't how that work, bro. Like is your gift. That's your gift. That's your gift. And what you do with it is what you do with it. That's your gift. And I'm not finna enslave my children. I'm not. I'm gonna set you up for success. And it's just really hard to see how many people really out here in real life really think they had kids to serve them. That is
Mhm.
wild.
He's the
I'm
value
not gonna
though.
set my kids up either. I've already told them if something happened to me, just throw me in one of them places and go and live y'all life because I'm not y'all responsibility. Go and live y'all life and do what y'all need to do.
Well, I just want to say, like Nesto, again, like the whole trying to implement or engage other people into crimes after the fact. Um, just like how he got Erica caught up. They hit, I know Erica did it. She's a grown woman and she tried to represent him as a fake attorney. But sir, like, you had warrants that you claim you didn't know about. Maybe you like in the machine, his quote unquote background check machine. He was checking for warrants every day. Didn't bring those warrants up. Maybe you should have hired a good lawyer or waited to get a public defender to talk to about your damn warrants instead of having Erica come in and actually fight your warrants. I mean, like he incriminated her. He brought her in. Then you got Sonia trying to help, even though she's doing it voluntarily. He's bringing in Laverte and you bringing in Dion, like in the way he's how he's explaining it because they about to mess up their life. They're gonna mess up their life doing this because I got it all on video. It's like what? How can you flip? And how are these people even believing this? How can you flip someone having a mental health episode and they probably were saying some crazy and horrific things, but they're having a mental health breakdown at that point, or saying something crazy, and you want to take that and turn that and use it as your evidence that I'm not a bad guy. They're
Hey,
all
Jalen.
lying.
And I bet you 99.9% he part of the reason why she act like she act at the end of the damn day.
You
I would
can't
be
tell me
willing to
otherwise.
bet that. I'd be willing to bet that you part of the reason why that child act like she act. So
Yeah.
and
If you didn't get your child help, you didn't advocate for their
right.
mental health. If you wasn't there trying to figure out how to cope with your child, how to get them acclimated, in society, you is a motherfucking problem.
Yeah.
Period, Nesto.
Right. So it's your fault
And
either way
y'all,
it go.
Oh,
he don't. And remember, y'all, at this time, you don't even know what they're saying at this point. So you
right.
just
If you
spitting
made up
out
a
and
narrative.
regurgitating all this stuff, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't even know what they possibly have said.
Right.
Because
Was he
yes,
even in indicted at this time?
No.
No.
Just talking.
He
just
took
talking.
he took what Shirley's.
Unraveling.
Yeah,
And
he took.
I heard a call too. I heard that call in June of 2023, and he gonna tell homegirl, uh, July or whenever it was, just gone and I already told the Lord I made a deal with him. If I can't be free, then just gone and just take me out.
Yeah, which is why Vicky always say that he
Yeah.
is going the S way. I need a word for that.
He took. Well, I don't. Y'all think
He's
about that
going to
because
sleep. He going to sleep.
he gonna put it right. He gonna put himself to sleep. He took that little piece of information that Shirley said, and the fact that they said in court that
Yeah.
you have to stay away from her, and
Mm-hmm.
he expanded on it and he blew it up and he
Mm-hmm.
created a story, which I don't think it's not unfamiliar to his character, because I think that's what he does on the streets. He makes up stuff, or some of that could be just like his little paranoia and his delusions too, or he just
Mm-hmm.
makes up. He speaks in like a very grandiose manner sometimes, so I think he really does just make stuff up. But Shirley gave him a little piece. She said, "Oh, they
Delete.
told it, huh?"
I got B. Williams helping me.
But that, see, now they look, the algorithm catches that too. Trust me, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're starting to catch on to what people are using as other, as alternate words. Um,
I like that. No shoes, no laces, no shoes.
they need to put his ass in a turtle suit. He needs to be in a turtle suit 20. I mean, it'll make him go crazier, but he need to be in a turtle suit. Um, you know, and just be by yourself and no phone, no nothing. But he took that little piece of information that Shirley said and just like he ran with it. Like, oh yeah, she went down there and said all these lies. Like, no, all Shirley said was, yes, Sheridan went down there. I told her not to. I asked him not to call. Like, and Shirley was stupid because she's like, you can't tell the police what to do, silly rabbit. Like, and
She should have been down there. Go ahead, B.
yeah, but the police told her her name was on documents, and she wanted, she was scared. She went down there to go see. And then it came to courts like you have to stay away from Shirley. I mean, from Sheridan and Shirley too at the time, but he took that and ran with it, and then made Sheridan out to be the enemy, public enemy number one. Because I'm pretty sure all Sheridan's like, I don't fool with my stepdad, and my mom and I are not cool because of that.
Right.
And none of that paper, no, none of that is mine. And then he tried to make up some little story. Yeah, I put her out, and she was over there at I'm not Bobby Brown, Eddie Murphy's house out in California. I told her you cannot come home, and she just mad because I put her out. I don't, I still personally do not think that that's the main reason that Sheridan does not like him. I think it's more to it, but I also think that's why he makes up these stories to make other people look as horrible as possible, make himself the king, like in that nobody can possibly be as good as me because I just help everybody out before people can come tell stories on him. Oh, that bitch lying. She lying. When have you ever heard me say that? I've been nothing but nice. I told you I was nice. Remember, I told you I was nice. Remember, I told you she came and apologized to me because I forgave him. Like stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, if he bought him a damn lollipop, then they owe him forever.
Mm-hmm.
If he
That's
gave
the
you a
vibe he give me. If I did anything for you, then you just need to go above and
Apologize to
beyond the
me.
Call of Duty. Yeah, but that explains why Dion don't respect him the way he want him to.
He don't.
Yeah,
He's not been
yeah,
a father figure to him.
at all. He
'Cause
been he
I'm
been more
sorry,
of a
you can't meet somebody at a teenager age and think that you're gonna have that bond that you develop from birth on
Mm-hmm.
up. You just not. I
well,
don't think you can.
but you can still have a decent relationship if you put the work in, even after at 13. From 13 to 30, that's still a good long time. So if you actually put the real work in, you can have a decent relationship, a more on a deeper level. But it sounds like, like Dion said, I wasn't around him like that. Even Dre, nobody really was around him like that
Mhm.
other than Cotton Candy Sound like. And everybody else, he was just kind of MIA, and he saw them when he saw them, or he called them when he needed, or they called him when they needed to call him. And so I don't understand why he expect this boy to go above and beyond the Call of Duty for him whenever he was free, he wasn't going above and beyond the Call of Duty for anybody.
Yeah, because they was all marks. I feel like just listening even to this call, it kind of reminds me of what I
Mhm.
always think in my mind. Remember, I told y'all nobody knows the game
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
everybody is a pawn in it. You are for this purpose. You are for that purpose. I'm using Dion to get these young people involved because if he is my mouthpiece like he doing, that's why I feel like on this call Dion was kind of losing his, not to mention it's hot outside, but then I was your mouthpiece outside of the women that was doing what they doing on the business part, but I'm your beat on the
Shut me
street.
out.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
You
And
shut me
now,
out.
yeah, now you shut me out because you got this chick. Cause this chick, and now you shutting me out further than you ever have since I rolled up in your life when I was 13. So now
Right.
you're really, because we all say Dion wants a relationship with this dude so bad that he like it's almost like he do anything for the relationship. But and I see it in this is almost kind of like every time I'm like I knew I was right because it's like I'm gonna keep y'all separated because if I put all y'all in one room and y'all go to talking, y'all gonna figure it out because this is my role. This is my role. So I'm not gonna put y'all all in one room. And if you notice, he always tries to try to kind of like steer the conversation that y'all gonna have with each other. Did
Mhm.
you call them and ask them this? And did y'all talk about that? And did you call her? Did you call the folks and talk about this and do this and do that? So I'm trying to steer you to use you to make sure you keep me in a certain spot in a certain spotlight. I'm not,
Mhm.
and that's why I kind of I like my daddy was I always tell y'all my daddy was like the con man, but he never used me like I feel like Nesto using all his kids. Cause I'm not even gonna keep y'all together. Like he said, I put all my kids
Right.
together. No, you didn't, because you're taking them apart and you did it right here on these calls
And
where
yep,
you
yep.
pitting
And
them all
he
against each
do
other.
that with
All of them.
Shan. He also do that with Dre. with Lamont and Dion. He say little things to kind of cause friction and confusion with them too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you right, because that's what he does, and that's why I was like, man, I'm like, this dude is diabolical because where you're not smart, you are conniving enough to not let them think about it, y'all. When have they all been in one room together? He separates that. Cause I don't want y'all to get in the room together and start talking. Just like when Lamont hanging out with Shirley, I need all the details. What happened? Was she there? Who was there? What y'all do? Da-da-da-da. I need all the details because I need to know how y'all interacting. Because I don't need you to go too far in interaction with her and getting the, you know what I'm saying? I just need you to make sure that I'm still in the right. I'm still good with that. And that's how he's kept this going for so long, but what he failed to realize is just like I was saying
Yep.
earlier, the evolution of what you were doing is now a crime. And there's no way to hide from it because
Mm-hmm.
everything you did had a paper trail. That's why
Right.
the witness list is full of record keepers. Like
Right.
you don't even need no physical witnesses. Only thing Shirley got to come there and say is, "This is when I found out about the truck. This is
Yeah.
when we got married.
Right.
He said he was divorced."
They're gonna
And
believe
that's
we
all
gonna
they need
believe
from
Shirley
her
over him. I may talk my
any
shit over
day.
here, but I believe Shirley over him any day. And uniquely sorry, I was reading your mind. He did the same thing with Shirley and her family members and her friends. Caused
Hmm.
confusion, separated them,
Yep.
this doubt, this jealousy. He did the same
Hmm.
thing. That
Yep.
same tired ass bullshit.
Yeah, and that's what he knows how to do. Like I said, what I said earlier. This fool is he is dumb. He is stupid, but he's just what he does. He knows how to do that. And what he just didn't realize was, bro, you must ain't been paying attention when the Tinder. I can't understand how you don't know about the Tinder swindler and all these guys, the fake
Listen, she told him
Rockefeller,
about American Greed.
right?
The other call.
I just don't know how that passed you up because that stuff was nationwide. Because it's like it never happened before, and dude was going across the country, and these women was spending all this money. They was taking him out, marrying him. They was taking him to other countries and spending like dude. The fake Rockefeller spent millions of them ladies' money. They had to do something about that. So thank him for that because now you messed up because you just it's not a civil like your girlfriend up there yelling. It's actually a crime. It's actually a crime now because the elements to it are you were doing this, you were entering this with a devious mind frame. You were trying to get something from these people. That's the element of the crime. And that's why it's theft by deception because you were deceiving these people and you don't get it. Because what all y'all gotta do is you gotta send your legal aid who been in the business 35 years to her to find the Georgia compiled law that says what theft by deception is, and every element is gonna be your life, bruh. And you ain't
Mm.
it's gonna be sad because all she has to do, and if she's listening, Georgia compiled law and read the statute for theft by deception is your life. Cause when you paid your car note and got your car fixed with that lady's credit card, but you told her you were leveling her up, you were deceiving her and you were stealing her money because guess what? You told her you were leveling her up, and your car note ain't got nothing to do with leveling her up,
Well,
son.
it's civil because he gave the credit card out. He gave it willingly. She gave the credit card willingly. But I guarantee you, this is the first time he's ever sat his ass down to even watch TV. And when he was watching TV at home, he was watching the news, the stock market, and he was watching where the money was at, where the money reside, where the money
No,
reside.
he was watching crime
And that's and
shows.
that's all he watched. He wasn't even watching crime shows because he wasn't
No,
even
he
good with
he
with
was
the
watching
crime.
like the he because he and Shirley would talk about I don't watch those shows, but the Godfather of Harlem and the Power and all
The gangster shows.
he
Okay.
likes those shows because I don't because he's got that mentality like that, he wants to be a kingpin, but I wholeheartedly agree with what y'all talking about. He pits people against each other, and he doesn't
Yes.
want them all. He doesn't want them all together. Like you're absolutely right. He makes sure that that's why I said he plants stories with each and every person, and he doesn't want them to corroborate these stories or to even like be able to fact check these stories. So I noticed that he'll call one person ahead of time and say, what that bitch did this, and she did
Right.
that, or he did this, or like even with Daryl, like silly stuff like that. Or he just came down here to be nosy, like it's just little weird things that he does, and what to keep go take what Shan said even further. He does have a habit, and he kept doing it, but what he doesn't know much, but what he knows, he does it well, and it works on people. So he's good at picking and observing the people who will fall for his shenanigans. Like,
Well,
so he
he probably got a lot of charisma though. Right now he talking all
how
well. Right now he talking all mush mouth and like a government slave. But when he's out there on those streets, he's being very charismatic, acting like he
Mm-hmm.
really care about you, acting like he really can level you up, throwing Shirley's name out there, showing you all his lavish cars and um in his lavish IG page. Because, like I said, once again, you guys may not think that it looked like that he's a millionaire. I know because we've been following the story, we wouldn't think that. But if we was just somebody that's not following the story, and you look at his Instagram page, and he tell you he married to Shirley Strawberry, that story all of a sudden becomes very relatable. And it looks
Mm-hmm.
like it could be true to the average person that doesn't have much and want to try to, how we all want to get rich quick scheme. And
Mm-hmm.
so he's talking to them fast and telling them, "Oh, it ain't gonna take that long. I can get your credit together." Blah, 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 doing all that fast talking, and then giving them compliments, and also sleeping with them. Also, all of that comes hand in hand. The whole it's all one act that he does that makes this thing works well for him.
Well, he makes sure he sleeps with him, so that way, like, cause like Shan said before, it wasn't illegal. It wasn't illegal then, but it's illegal now, regardless if you sleep with him or not. He he has to throw in the element of sex in order to say, like, no, we're dating. She gave me that money, and that's part of the defense. Like, no, we were in a relationship together. Like,
Yeah, but he
we're.
messed up with text messages though,
I know,
because you
yeah,
put evidence, you put paperwork out there.
right. But he doesn't. I don't think he's really. He's not realizing that he wasn't keeping up with the crimes. That's why he was fighting so hard. Shan, you probably remember this. When his investigator came to see him, and he was fighting with his investigator. The guy was telling him, "What you've been accused of, it is, it's illegal." And he was fighting. He's like, "No, that's legal, not illegal. It's legal." Like he really just he still can't believe that he's being charged criminally for these acts. And like, do you remember that call?
Yeah, because his mouthpiece has already told him from the gate that it was all just civil. Because y'all wouldn't remember, she explained it to him back at was it like back in 22? She explained it to him. Y'all was just remember, she broke it all down. Y'all was just having a relationship. Y'all was sleeping together, and then y'all was just giving money. That's a business deal. And not only is it a business deal, now y'all was in a relationship. Y'all was doing whatever they remember. She said what was her exact words? Because Lady T Bug straight went off on her about it. Y'all was doing whatever y'all was doing. I think that's how she said it. Y'all was doing whatever y'all was doing, and then you was doing stuff for them. And I'm like, girl, that's
What
the whole
the
element of the crime right there.
girl? What the
Because
fuck
you
was he
can't
doing?
do that no more.
What the fuck was he doing for them? What was he doing for them besides bringing misery, them having to chase their cars down, dropping off cars that were hot and cars that were on the repo list? I'm getting my car, the car that I gave you my car that's paid off, which you want to claim and say, oh, it's a raggedy car now. You want to go on the blogger's channel and say, what the F I'm going to take that kind of car for? Because it's paid in full. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you taking my paid in full car, and then you come bring me some car that's on the repo list, and it gets repoed from my job.
Cause you're a scammer and a damn day trader. That's why. And it was just like when she said that $1,000 ain't nothing. It's something for a day trader. It is.
$1,000 is a lot of money.
Well,
I'm
remember,
just
she was telling him that, she talking about you took $2,000 from her, or 1,000 or $2,000, and she was like, that ain't nothing. That ain't. What would you do? Why would you even take that? Because she was saying that at the same time about that car. And remember, he got her money, and Lil Scooter was playing like that it wasn't no money or what have you. Well, if you live in paycheck to paycheck, that's a lot of money, ma'am. That's a lot of
what
money.
what about Gail Bickham? I mean, does she? I haven't really heard her say much about Gail.
Well, because remember, at first and to present day, I shouldn't even said it first. She's never did the research. She
Right.
get mad if she do pop up on a Zoom call. She get mad and say, I got off, because I ain't like what they said, and it's all a bunch of lies. She did have the paperwork, remember, at first. So she came up with this whole narrative. At one point, she was acting like, oh, the only thing they got from you is connected to Erica. But as I said from day one, he was arrested before Erica. And them
Mm-hmm.
folks probably would have known that her name wasn't damn Candy if it wasn't for him talking about this, call my lawyer, April Holloway, and they realized from the lease that it was the same phone number. Okay, now he's saying her name Erica Kane. She over here saying her name Candy, and I forgot the other damn name she was using over there as well. So he put the heat on Erica. Erica was not arrested first and snitched on him, and then they went and picked him up. And we also know that Officer Nat, Detective Nat, whatever you want to call him, was following him for 40 days and 40 nights. She was not following Erica Kane, April Holloway at all.
And
So,
Fanny said that when Fanny did her interview, Fanny said he's been on their radar since 2016. So, sir,
we believe him.
they've been watching you for a while, and that's why come you can't bond out, because they already know they probably got a rock solid case.
And again, like we were talking about with you bond out of jail, and back in the day, you probably could have bonded out with the quickness, but you had already bonded out of jail and did not return. So you are a risk on that alone. And I'm glad he didn't bond out with Free at Last Bond Agency over there, because Shirley was going to be stuck. She was going to be stuck, because when you bond somebody out, you're responsible for them. She was going to lose her money, her man, and her motherfucking mind all at the same damn time.
That poor.
I mean, he was trying to, I mean, at a certain point, he was trying to get any and everybody. I mean, when it got down to Lamont, I had to laugh because it's like, okay. And then Lamont didn't come up with the
Well,
money.
he
I
wouldn't
mean,
have been out. He would have been out if it would have went through, like Shan explained it earlier. He would have been out, and Shirley would have paid for him to get out.
she would have. I think she would have. I mean,
Oh, she
but like,
was. She was telling him to contact Tasha, to contact her. She was gonna be out of town. She needed to go ahead and get the money ready. She was doing all those things.
well, and that's because I, I personally think. I mean, I seriously think that Shirley thought if he was released, that meant that was an exoneration. She don't. I think she she didn't understand anything about the court process.
She
So
should. She should know if you do a crime and go to jail and get out on bond. Either you gotta go back. You gotta go back to court at some point. She
Yeah,
should know
she ain't
that.
that stupid. I mean, I've never been in the court of law or whatever, but I even know that if you bond out, everybody know that if you bond out, you got to go back to court. And so
But
I don't.
remember, she told him, y'all. I thought you cleared that up, hon.
Yeah, you
So
always
she
handle your
not.
business.
Well, she
Cause
done
see,
cleared some things up, but
I
she
would have
also
been
know he's
asking.
going back to court.
But I would have been asking, like, after he got locked up and got bonded out, okay, so what happened? Where's the paperwork? Can I see it? Because I want to read
Right,
it. Like, let
right.
me see I want to see the disposition because, well, I guess that's just me though too, because I
Yeah.
want to see what kind of conditions they put on you, or is it over with, or do you got 6 months to stay clean, stay out of trouble for 6 months, or
What's the
what are you?
stipulations? What's the
Yeah,
Oh
what's the
stipulations?
no, no, no,
stipulations?
no, hon. They prided themselves on trusting each other. And they prided themselves on that perfect relationship because he's never treated her bad at all. And
You
so there
right,
was
sis.
no need to check up
You
on
right,
him.
sis.
She just, if I just told him to do something, and
He did it.
he was just procrastinating, but he was gonna get around to it, and that's exactly the damn attitude she had when it comes to him. So she wasn't finna dot no I's and cross no T's and double check him, and check behind him and making sure that he got the crimes over with or what have you. Um, like Vicky said a long time ago, she's mentally lazy. Mentally, she don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, she don't. No, it's. I mean, a lot. Listen, I wouldn't want to do this stuff either. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to do nothing like that's related to this. But here's my thing. I'm not gonna sit here and be with somebody who with an extensive criminal record like he has, and not think twice. That I have to keep. If I'm with somebody who's been catching charges since 88. He's been in trouble since the yes what yeah since 88. He's been catching charges since like I was like 5 years old. Um, you know, I'm gonna keep up with whatever he got going on. It's like making sure that they not they're probate. If I'm going to be with someone like that, which I wouldn't because it's too much
Right,
related
I
to that.
feel like I'm locked up too, and I've been a damn
Mm-hmm.
productive citizen, and now I gotta. You can't fly because you don't have this. You got to get extra clearance. First of all, he don't work. That right there tell
That
you.
right there is like, what are you gonna do when you get out? Like,
And
what?
Vicky, I don't feel like she even researched or knew that his history go back that far.
She didn't do
She
nothing.
since she believed whatever he said, she probably think he only ever had one case. I promise you, because it's just like whatever he said. Okay, hun, like it, and I don't know about other people, but me, I just can't believe nobody like that. I don't care if I do trust you, it still take me to. I'm gonna look. I might not be, but I'm gonna still go look. It's
Well, Shan,
just
But
it's
my
Yeah.
been a half a century, so you don't believe your best friend right now?
right, yeah.
mm-mm,
What? I
mm-mm,
mean,
I
Especially
hate
when
you.
your
I hate
lifestyle
mm-mm.
not
you.
matching up. His
No.
lifestyle not matching up. The
But
talk
listen
that
to
he
Shan
talk,
though. But
he's
listen to
not
Shan.
Mm-mm.
walking it.
Mm-mm.
But listen to
Mm-mm.
Shan.
Hey,
She been
KK
married half a
Scorpio.
century, and she's still talking about
Mm-mm.
uh.
Mm-mm. I've been knowing that man for 40 years. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
she
I
still.
still look. I still look.
Yes,
I
I
still
would
look.
too. Cause
Mm-mm.
I mean, I
Yeah,
would too.
I'm a face value type person. I'm not. Mm-mm,
I'm
mm-mm.
face value.
Now,
Like,
after about a decade, I'll give you a break.
Yeah, but that's when
no,
you
Mm-mm.
hell
did
no.
when
Mm-mm.
from
Mm-mm.
maybe from your deck beforehand you did all of this, so maybe that's why you may be more comfortable letting go
Some
after
stuff.
a
I ain't even
certain
gonna lie.
time frame. But
Yeah.
when you haven't done anything, you don't know no family. This man is not gainfully employed. He go
That
missing
all
for
that.
long periods of time. He's never
Right.
owned no property. He always said he got a business, but he don't have no business account and he ain't got no motherfucking money. So
Right.
that's a little different for me. Like
You don't even know
what
his bank.
He ain't got no
you
bank
don't know how
account.
many kids he got. You don't know how many grandkids he got. I'm sorry. I couldn't relinquish that type of
Control.
over my life to somebody
I
like
bet you
that.
Shirley don't even know that he didn't have a bank. I bet you she don't even know that. And in my mind, I'm thinking because here, what happens a lot when we deal with cases that's involving banks, insurance companies, and stuff like that, they block you out. You can never come back and bank with them. That's why I was
Yeah.
surprised that he was
That's
able
why
to
I
go back
always
to
say he didn't have a
SunTrust.
bank account too, because I'm like, who was letting him bank with them?
Right,
What?
because once you and then back then, remember telecheck. Once you get
The
telecheck,
stores will
you
block you.
can
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That was check systems. Like, or they had the
Hmm.
telecheck and check. Or telecheck was for the checks, but the check systems, like you get put on that. It was what 7 years, and then I think at one point it was 10 years. You couldn't. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
you had to go to.
but he didn't put his name on anything. Remember when he was doing those checks and stuff, he
But
always
that's the
tried to put
person
it in
that you
everybody
said
else's
that
name.
you gonna trust, remember?
But that's my. I think that he was. I think some of those were in his business name, were they not? And the business was in
Hold on,
somebody else.
Vicky.
No,
Hold
it's
on.
like
Hold
I
on,
said
Vicky.
what I said he would have like with Gail. I know what she talking about with Gail. He had Gail to write the check to the Prevost
Yeah.
companies
And
or
that
into Ty. It was never written to him to go in his bank account and then he disperse the funds.
disperse the
He
fund.
had the right straight to
Right.
the vendor, supplier, and going in my work to directly to whoever he was purchasing his goods from.
And let me clarify
Yeah.
something. After these 10 years, you already know I'm finna get your ass. So now that's it. You don't trust no
I
man.
thought I slipped it in there.
It's gonna be trust and verify for a decade. Then after that, I'll make trust you. But it's definitely gonna be the Shan attitude. It's gonna be trust and verify first, and then after I can trust and verify, at some point after about a decade, I probably can trust you after that. But
No.
first
But see,
10 years,
I've always discussed. See, he know how I am. That's just me. I've been like that. Y'all heard me talk about my daddy. So I can't like Lady T Book said. I just can't relinquish like that. It's just not in me. Like I just have to. And then sometimes it's better to know stuff and know what you're dealing with than to
mm-hmm.
sit. I don't understand how people can sit and stew because we have intuitions, women. I don't give a care what kind of woman you is. You got some type of intuition. And I don't see how you can sit and
I can
stew in
see
that
that.
because that would drive me nuts. Like, how do
Right.
you sit and stew in that? I gotta ask questions. I gotta go look. And if I find something, you best believe it's gonna be World War III around here. Like, no, like, like
No, I
you
never
gotta
said I was
explain
gonna.
this to
I
me.
never said I was gonna let you be over my money. I said I could trust you on a few things, but now
No, I'm
my
talking
bank
about with
account.
anything, girl. I'm
Yeah.
talking about anything. You
Oh,
told me
okay.
you ate tacos today, and you didn't ask me. I won't know. We got problems.
Oh my Lord, Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying, like, but see, the thing is, like you taught as a younger lady, some of us have been, you have to require certain things in certain relationships, even with your friends. I require certain things with my friends. Like if we friends and we fall out and you go on talking about me and all this stuff, I'll never be your friend again. I'll associate with you, but we're not friends, and I ain't telling you nothing because that's the type of
Hey, Georgia
individual you
Peach.
are, and you'll never know nothing about me. Because you can be talking about somebody else and not even be talking about me, but I know in the back of my head, I'm saying, don't tell this heifer nothing, because they broke up, and now she out here splattering her whole life story over the whole west side of Detroit, and I'm like, because you're not gonna do me like that. So I'm like, okay, keep it close to the vest because that's who she is, that's what she does. And that's with all relationships. You gotta require certain things out of your relationships. Where your friendships, your family, your familiar relationships, your spouse, all that, you gotta require certain stuff. Because when you don't, people don't mess with me in certain aspects. 'Cause they know
Right.
it's
Mhm.
gonna be a drawback.
Yeah,
They
and
don't
I
know
already
what
know
the
from the
drawback gonna
beginning
be.
if
Right.
I'm not gonna budge on something, so I'm just pretty much gonna let you know up front
Mhm.
that I'm not budging. I don't care what you require from me.
Right.
I'm not doing it. So we're in right there. Not me
Mhm.
and Shan,
Right.
but I'm just saying in general.
And
Because
and and
Well, hey,
I'm not doing it.
and I
Lady
know
T
they be
Bug is
saying
my
y'all,
type of dude.
and
So
I know they be saying y'all crazy, and because I'm that
let it be.
person in the family. I'm crazy. I'm the B.
Yeah, that's
I
me.
ask too
Yep.
many questions. I'm too
Yep.
honest because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that
Right.
no
You don't
nonsense
do
type
this.
BS
You
type
ain't all that
person.
the
Yeah,
this. Mm-hmm.
Because
yeah, but
Nesto
let some,
require for you to give
but
money,
need a
and I'm
question.
not
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah, and you think you know everything, but let something happen. Who you gonna call?
Who you first person they call?
Who the first person you
Mm-hmm.
gonna call?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, though,
No.
that's exactly how my family treat me because I'm
So
just a
I'm
no
with you,
nonsense
sis.
type person. Because I treat people exactly like I want to be treated. I'm not gonna do nothing to you I wouldn't do to myself.
Mm-hmm. And
To
when you
go back
show
to
me who
Georgia
you are,
Peach,
I'm gonna believe you.
Right.
with Georgia Peach, she did not want to read. It's like I don't know if on one hand I think she don't really want to know the truth because then she gonna really have egg on her face. Then the other time was just like this heifer crazy. You are here capping, building a whole narrative for this man, and you don't even know the basic details of what the hell going
Mm-hmm.
on.
She's building a fantasy off of what she saw on Instagram and the few little times the few little times she saw him and the whole treatment he gave her, she fell in love with it. And she's got a man that's like he's basically encapsulated. She got a man that can't run away from her. He ain't got nobody else because she's just as bad as him when it comes to alienating, helping to alienate. So I
She
mean,
wouldn't
she's
be able to alienate me from my dad because I don't need
Hmm.
to talk to her to talk to my dad. So she wouldn't block me on that level.
well,
And
if
with
your
them,
daddy,
they don't even respect women. So they're definitely not intimidated by her to the point that they don't want to talk to Nesto.
but I think
That's
they,
why I think Laverte is really playing him because that's why she gave Martha's number so freely. But don't do Martha like that. She gave Martha's number like, here, y'all go do it. Cause here you go. Like,
I
boom,
said, you
there it
still
is.
here? I
girl,
thought I only had an hour.
I'm I'm gonna be honest with you. I think like Laverne got a whole husband, and I think her husband probably is in her behind. Like, no, we're not doing. Whatever your daddy asks you, we're not getting involved in. That's your
Well,
daddy's
she gave
problem.
them phone numbers and she was doing research and
I
she was
mean,
willing to turn over that fake
that
property.
girl.
Yeah,
She said
and
yeah
Laverte,
at the
I think
time.
Laverte been in the military, so I think she. Once I found that out, I was like, okay, I see her because a lot of times in the military, like what I did, I'm gonna tell y'all how I did my time because I felt like I was in prison. Okay, how I did my time was they tell me to do something I ain't want to do, yes sir, and guess what? Don't do it. They tell you something, yes, 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 sir, yes, sir, yes,
Don't
sir.
she always say
And then,
yes?
yep, yep, yep. And that's how I feel this kind of went. And I feel like when she gave the number and was like, here you go, you do it. I felt it was kind of like that because she said, and when she said that she had reached out to her and she didn't reach back or whatever the case may be, I'm like,
Um,
that's because I don't want to deal with you because you're dealing with your father on any level. And some people is like that because in my early years, my
mm-hmm.
parents was like that. When they first got divorced, I was 2 years old, and then they didn't even. And it was like it was noticeable, but nobody really. They could be in the same room with each other and not even speak, not even acknowledge each other's breaths. Okay, so it was like, and for the longest, they were never in the same room with each other until we started getting older, and it was stuff when they was in the same room with each other, and you would never know them two was even ever married. They didn't even speak to each other. When we had a function when my kids was getting older and graduating and 16th birthdays and all that, and they would be in the same room, they had just got to the point to where they spoke. Okay. And at
Dang.
that point, that was like
That's
30,
me with my
40
daughter daddy.
years. Like it was,
Look,
yeah. So
I have a question.
I
Child, I talk to
understand
my
how
baby
Martha.
daddies. I talk to my baby daddies every week. I'm
Mm,
just
I,
messing with
mm,
y'all.
But I do have a question though too, like
I'm good.
in regards to that, like she is like Lady T-Bug just pointed out, she is a mother too, and if you know your daddy got these like wicked charges on him, you cool
She
with
don't
just
know.
oh
I
she
was just
didn't
about to say, do she? I don't think she care. In my mind, her tone and different things tell me she does not care enough to look and see what the charges are. She's going by what Sonya and Dion have said to her, and she don't have. I believe she's talked probably to Sonya more than she have Dion, because that's from a
Mm-hmm.
sound like. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she cares enough. Cause see, even like when y'all know I look up stuff, but if somebody tell me a story about something, I just be like, oh. Yeah, okay. And I'm giving my look. Oh, that ain't right. That ain't how you go. But if I don't care when we get off the phone, I'm not like when me and Lady T Bug talk. When I get off, she know what I like to click. I think she do it on purpose too, y'all. But when we
I do.
when we talk, and she know I be when we talking about stuff. But when they be yeah, and I hang up that phone, sometimes I forget what we just even talked about. Cause it's like I don't care. Like okay.
that's
And
why I
I feel
said
like that's how she talking to him. Like,
but
okay.
that's what I was also saying too, like she's married now, and I don't think Nesto respects her relationship, but she is
He don't
married, and
respect his own relationship. So
I know
how
that.
would he respect
Man,
somebody else's
he
girl?
he
But
is at every stage of school, elementary, middle, and or was it going to
College?
middle, high school, college? When I heard the college, I was like, oh yeah, she got time. Because when you got college age kids, your mind is different. Cause you praying, making sure they are right when they at
You
that
don't know that
college, when they
damn
doing it.
man.
You know what I'm saying? They don't, and to me, I don't think that's even though he got a grandchild that old. Okay, so he
that's what
don't.
she
He
was naming
do.
off
He took her to the prom. Remember, he said that other
that
daughter was jealous because she took her to the prom. Her confronting you and saying that you probably never did ABCD, that does not equate to jealousy. That's putting you in your damn place.
Well, that's why when she was naming names, he didn't know who the hell she was talking about. He's like, that's the big one, huh? That's which one did I take to prom? You know, he's just sitting there like, but I do think
He
like
only took one. Hell, he need to stop. I'm just kidding, Vicky.
I'm serious, but I do think. I mean, like her and her husband. Like when I did my little research, I told you, Lady T Bug, like, they're professionals. Like they seem like they just kind of mind their business and they're in the same line of work. They do their own thing. Like they don't. And she's like you said,
Yeah.
she's raising kids. And I'm pretty sure any man whose wife got a daddy like him will probably be like, we not getting involved in like nothing over there. I know that's your daddy and all that, but he ain't raised you. Out of 30 some odd years, almost 40 years, how many years have you been around this man? Count them up. 2, 3. I mean, seriously, like, so
Right.
I think he is proud of Laverte because she is the one that probably has she has a career, she has things going, she's established herself, and that's the one that he can kind of show off. That Dion is probably second, but he still calls Dion names. He doesn't really respect Dion because Dion.
She don't give him any pushback.
Well, she just like she had said, she just be like, all right, okay, well, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
And her and her husband probably like Steve and Margie sitting back eating popcorn, laughing at his ass.
And I put in the chat, and Edith don't seem like she knows slouch either. So I mean, that was probably already.
She ain't like Riri. She ain't like Riri. She ain't on board with the crap.
That part that was probably already in her before the husband came along because she know her dad.
Right.
Well, Riri. To be fair, Riri, she's a professional too.
I mean gaslighting. Edith don't talk to him. Edith don't deal with him. Edith don't play with him like that. She popped out and say, "I am the wife," but that's it. That's all. But that's it.
I wouldn't talk to her. I mean, Riri, she's that whole talking to my baby daddy behind bars when he got just not.
Riri give me, if he got out, he can come sleep on her couch. I'm just saying.
She is a strange wife too.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a strange wife.
Riri messy up. I think Riri is messy. And Edith don't play that crap. He know which one he can't play with. He was scared to call Martha. He was scared to call Edith as well. Because if Edith dropped them documents out here like we know she did allegedly, he wasn't calling her.
No.
He called Laverte. Call your mama.
Call your mama.
Ask her why she did that.
Ask her why she did that. But I bet you Riri was at the damn wedding. At the reception,
she
was
at
the reception eating scrimps, licking her fingers,
and she was laughing and talking about Shirley.
Right, and it was the first one there. She beat everybody there to get her ringside seat.
I get this marriage 10, maybe 12 years.
She got her candles and all the stuff that Shirley gave Dion to give her. Sure did.
But I don't know. I mean, if Laverte, if she's not keeping up with the charge, that's why I think like Shan made a good point. It's just like, okay, all right, well, I got to go clock back in. Yeah, I got to go clock back in.
She talked to him just to get him off that phone so he can leave her alone because she really don't want to be bothered with him, and he probably like her because she got his name. That's it.
And what was he? I couldn't really hear Lady T-Bug in the beginning. Was he talking like? Was he like taking shots at her? Because he said she almost 40 something. I couldn't hear.
Girl.
Cause she was on the other line listening, right?
She was on the other phone, and I don't know if Cynthia sent him a text and told him to call, but he set it up, where he could talk to Laverte because he trying to get this information from her. But he called on the other phone. She got 3 phones, girl. He called on the other phone, and Cynthia was trying to tell him to hang up and call on the other phone number so she can merge the call together. But he won't hang up. And he's going on and on and on about, yeah, she almost 40. She know this and she, this or that or whatever. And I'm just like, hang up. She told you to call on the other line. Then he switched it to where Laverte would call on the other phone number. Text her the number. Tell her to call over here. Sir, your phone, we can barely hear you. Your phone is not working right. The reception is not good. Your volume is too damn low. Hang up and call back on another phone. He would not hang up.
Entitled son of a bitch.
Tell her to call on this phone so you can connect her over here. It didn't sound like he called back on the same damn phone.
Just Forrest damn Gump. That's all it is. Just Forrest Gump.
Well, he don't listen. Because his anxiety was at a 10 right then and there. He had just got them charges or whatever, and he's sitting there concocting a story in his head, and he's trying to witness intimidate.
Trying to spin it.
He got to get on his witness intimidation game. He like, I got to intimidate these. I got to tell these people and figure out a way to spin it so that way they don't continue to talk to the police or whatever statement. If this is even the people, like, because this is not really. I think that CP, this is not the CP charge, this is the SA charge, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the SA charge is not related to your daughter. So you concocting a story in your head, incriminating yourself even further. So Wooten got you just, like, once again, all that anxiety it's gotten the best of him, to where he flips out, and he, I know we think that him being on the bloggers calls when he starts cursing and talking fast, that's just like that jive
No,
old pimp talk.
We don't think that.
Well, some people do. I'm just saying, but like it's like some people think, oh my gosh, she's talking so. That's just jive talk. Like he thinks he's intimidating somebody because it's just laughable, but the freakouts are really when he's like, just call this, because you could just hear it in his voice.
You can't say that because my mind went to Diddy, girl.
Oh,
my mind did too. I was like, what freak offs?
Me too. I'm like, freak
I was gonna
offs.
say,
I said freak out.
I was gonna say he had freak offs too. Ain't nobody said nothing about that.
I mean, you heard what they said at the barbershop. He said, y'all can sleep here. I got cameras. I got a mattress in here. Just stay here. Take your clients in the back. Go ahead on over there.
I don't know the details, Georgia Peach, about the property, knowing that it wasn't his name. Only did he want her to come up with an alternate method for bond. I know what he said on the calls, but I never looked up the property, so I don't know the background.
In my mind, I'm thinking he thought that she was going to be able to put the property up. See, people don't understand how bond and property bonds work. Mm-hmm. And I think in his mind, he was thinking that she was going to be able to put the property up for bond. But if it's the kind of property I'm thinking about, she wouldn't have been able to do that because they only take like property they can sell. And that sounds like it was something that can't be sold.
It's an estate. Because well, y'all know I done been through probate 3 times, but my other family has property like that, and everybody it's a mess paying the taxes and all that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has a piece.
But my other friend has a property like that too. But guess what? The city needed to put a damn light pole on their property, so they get paid from that. However, they put the money into a trust. And at the end of the year, they use that trust like to pay taxes, for maintenance of the property, anything, they have done the property. But if they have money left off, they could decide at that time too if they want to leave the money in the trust or split, it amongst, her and her siblings. But if it's other people on the property, you're not the sole owner, so you got to go through all those people.
Mm-hmm.
To even do anything. And is his name really on the damn property? Because I just don't see none of these people associating him and giving him, property, sharing property with him.
So I don't think his name is on the property. I will tell you about some stuff that I know about property and places
sold
where
a property for $1,000 to his sister.
Yes,
well, he didn't think did he sign the document Okay, in Ernesto mind, what y'all thought he was thinking? The property was more than $1,000, so he was only giving her a small share of his portion. Did
From
he
my
read the damn
understanding,
document?
from my understanding, it was so early on, like the debt, like it was so early, like a long time ago. His portion, his share, I guess he got, he got bought out or something. So he he didn't he hasn't had like his share of his property for a long time. It's been
Cause see,
gone.
I wasn't thinking that, Vicky, because when you look up this stuff, you got to know what you're looking at. And for me, I think it was something like, I'll just explain some property that I know about. Down south, we're gonna say down I say what I say is way. Well, there's property and it's split between 22 people, and
Mm-hmm.
they get a check every quarter
Mm-hmm.
for their property. I think that that's what this is, and you can't just sell that. It's a process to that, and it's paperwork, legal wise, that you got to pay for to do that. And I don't think if he did that, I wouldn't say
Girl,
I
he
don't believe
probably
that.
was in jail and signed them.
I
They
don't.
had the people to mail the stuff
That's what
to
I was
the
just about to
jail.
say.
And
I was about to say, I think that she gave him the money and was like, just sign that over to me. And it was not a property sale, which, because when people say property, this stuff ain't property. I forgot what it's called, but it's not property. See, because when you say certain things by me, actually, and most people that actually bought property and have property, it says different because I actually have property. I own some land. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
yeah,
didn't
that's what they
own that.
have.
He
That's
just
what it
got the
sounded like they had
rights. The
land.
rights.
It was
The rights.
inheritance. Inheritance.
Yeah, those
Mm-hmm.
rights. Those rights to use, and I forget what they call it because it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever heard of somebody owning the airways above some property and not owning the actual ground of the property. It's a lot of different things that entails when you say just flat out property. When anybody say property, I'm always thinking like land or actual physical buildings. You know what I'm saying? But what he has is basically rights to an area. Basically, it's like Lady T-Book said, it's almost like it's like estates. It's not really a physical thing because he could only own a square, if even a square, and you don't own it again. Because that's the weird part about it, because doing all the paperwork and stuff, I was thinking that this is owned. It's not really even owned by you because it's the way it's all and I feel like the government did that on purpose, because the way it's all broke up, it's not even like you own it outright to low. I can go in here and sell my, you can't. It don't even work like that. Like, that's why I say she just gave him $1,000 and like sign it over to me. It wasn't even a sale, because when you do a sale, you pay taxes on the sale. Like when you buy your house, you paying them taxes, you doing all this, you doing all that. But like, what I feel like they have, which a lot of people down south that in my family have, is it's like these rights. And if I want to sign it over to somebody, it's not an actual sale because they don't have to pay taxes on it. It's just me transferring it. So I feel like he was in jail, needed $1,000, and the sister said, "Transfer me that property, young man," and he
Hmm.
transferred it. It wasn't an actual sale, and it was probably wasn't even worth a
Well,
thousand dollars. It
it's
depends on how
called
many people on it.
simple
Lives,
simple
livestock.
a simple estate is basically what Google's saying. Say in Georgia, when you have the right to land, it's generally referred to as property ownership or holding a fee simple estate. And
Okay.
it grants
Yeah.
the owner full rights to use, sell, lease, or transfer the property without restriction and subject to legal regulation like zoning laws and property laws. So multiple
Yeah.
people
And
That's what I'm
own the
talking about.
property.
everybody that was on that estate as a trustee
Yeah.
would
Well,
have
it's
probably had to sign off. One person, because that's the point of putting everybody on there. One person
Yep.
has no more rights than the other person.
well, it's a when multiple people own the property,
Mm-hmm.
it can be held as tenants in common or joint tenants with rights of survivorship.
Mm-hmm.
And the tenants in common
Rights of survivorship.
Each
Mm-hmm.
owner has an
Mm-hmm.
undivided interest and their share passes to their heirs upon death.
Yep.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was talking about. And
Mhm.
see, and a lot of people be like, "Oh, we got this property." You ain't got nothing because you can't do nothing with it. Like it's not. You can't go build you no house. You can't go do this.
On
You can't.
on my property down south, they have houses built though. I mean, they got a road. It's named after my great granddaddy. Like they own it, and they
Well, see, that's different
it's
because they
separate,
pay
but
the taxes too,
yeah,
right?
they pay
See,
taxes. Yeah.
what I'm talking about, they don't pay. They get it's almost like what she just read, and that what you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about, that's when the property kind of takes care of itself, and you don't have to do nothing but wait on your check to come. Like
Mm-hmm. Because
that's
even the
what
one
I
that
was
I
talking about.
explained with my friend with the pole on there that the city need, they live there. They live on the property,
Yeah, see, I'm not talking
but
about those properties. I'm
they
talking
gotta pay
about
them.
what.
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
depends on what he had, because there are several different ones, but most of the time everybody gotta kind of chime in on it. But again,
yeah,
just so
because
you locked up, I don't even know how he thought he did some paperwork just to leave it to Laverte and her kids, because if that's not in writing, you have other kids, Nesto.
and that's why I think it's that what she said, the right of survivorship, or I can't remember what she said, but that right there, you can just like, because
She
I
could be
do
an heir
know.
to it. It says she could be an heir to it.
Or he can sign it over to her because
Oh,
that's the paperwork that I did. Somebody, one of the family members, wanted to give it to their daughter before they passed away because they didn't want her to have to go through getting the, because you either have to get a lawyer or you have to know how to draw up the papers yourself. And I drew up the papers because all I needed was a copy of their papers. And like most people don't figure out, like, just take the papers where they transferred it before, draw them up, but then you got to pay the fee to transfer it. And that's what they did. And yeah, lady, she was small.
Georgia
But
Peach,
yeah,
girl, the people be on bought land, that shit be swamp. Girl, I got people that
uh-huh.
done bought swamp land, went out there, had them chore. Y'all know I'm in the rural part of Florida. They will get
Yeah,
you.
and
They will get you.
that's why I was thinking about Georgia too, because I know a lot of, remember I was telling y'all how you used to pull up through there and get lost and have to stop at the old building and say that we at the building, come pick us up because we don't know where
Girl,
we
yeah,
going.
because we don't do roads. We don't do
Yeah,
road signs. Like, oh, you over there
yeah,
by the pecan tree, over there by the mulberry
By the
tree, over there by
pecan
the
tree.
baby, because we don't know. Baby, what you say you at the road, girl? What is around you? Okay, come up 2 oak trees and
Mhm.
turn left by the
And
right.
pecan
turn by
tree,
the
baby.
orange tree.
And we from the city, so we ain't got no, the dirt roads was far from our house. So we pull off the highway and be like, we done pulled off the highway. We at that old gas station that's
Highway.
Well, we
that's
don't do that
closed.
anymore though. Our state did we used to do that, but now our state, all of our roads have their county road names now. So
Not
But
on private
Georgia's still
property.
like that in
Not
some
on
everything in the
private
spots.
country is
property.
called county road something. They got a name for the roads now.
Oh, on private property.
Just any road. I don't. It's not so
Private
much that the
property.
property, because like some of our roads are real country, right? And it may be five
Yeah, we
houses
like
on
that
that
here.
road, and like you said, just go turn over there by the well. Well, they don't do that anymore. So every road now have what they name it, like county road this and county road that, and they did that just so they could get taxes, collect taxes, because the people that were in the country wasn't paying taxes because they didn't have a road name to pay taxes or what have you.
It wasn't
So
zoned.
they wasn't zoned, and so they zoned their ass, and now everything got county road
They
one,
had
two,
they
three,
had
five,
power.
10.
They had power.
Some of
Well,
them didn't,
the
Lady
state
T Bug.
did it.
Like when we pulled off, like where my grandma from in Georgia, where we used to pull off the highway, there was no street lights, there was
Yeah.
no appearance
Yes.
of electricity
Yes.
anywhere,
Right.
and we
Yes.
would
It's
stop
still
and be like,
places like that. Hmm.
yeah, and it's still out there. Like when we go, like when we went to the wedding in Atlanta, we drove 2-3 hours past Atlanta, and I
Go
tell
to
my
the dip,
cousin, come,
and you gonna feel a dip
yeah,
in the road. Go around
right.
the curve.
And
They'll
I'm like,
make it
girl, you
right.
know we can't. Y'all going down there and at that road,
Right. It's
girl,
gonna
come
be a
get
dip.
us.
Don't turn
We don't
before
know.
you feel that dip in the road.
Come get us before we get lost out here. Come get
Right,
us,
please.
okay? Don't do us like
And
that.
then
You know
cousin,
we don't know nothing
and
about
then
that.
cousin Buck will come get you and like it's easy, y'all. Yeah,
In
just
the
go down
truck.
there. Yeah,
And
go
they
down there
and
and
they
tell him about
pickup
In a
truck
Thursday.
truck with a
driving like we
shotgun in the
not in the
damn
car.
window. A
Right,
truck with
right.
a shotgun back there in the window behind their head, baby. Yes, yes.
And acting
What
like
was
we
that
not in
movie?
a low riding car and just
What was the name of that movie with Jada Pinkett and they went to the funeral and her and Mike Epps was fussing all the time.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What was the name of that movie?
She was married to LL Cool J.
Yeah. She was married to LL Cool J, and they went to the funeral, and their cousin Mike Epps was their cousin. He had to come pick him up
Yeah, I know what you're talking
at
about.
the end of town. I can't think of the name of that damn movie, but that's
I can
exactly what
see
that
it
think me about.
because I remember that movie. Yeah, and that's exactly how it was. Come get us. Come get
Yeah,
us.
the 911 address. Sure, they better have somebody down there that was born and raised. I'm down
Yeah,
here on old man Buck property. Send help.
and allegedly, absolutely right. Because when I worked for when I did that, we did have to validate those addresses for 911 addresses, and also too, a lot of those properties had like mobile homes and homes, so they made them validate each address as an address, so that because they used to get dual phone, but they used to get dual service.
Oh no,
They
I'm
used to get
laughing at the chat. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
laughing at
yeah, they
the chat.
used to get dual electric service and dual phone service, and all the utilities was dual because on the main house would have the services, and then they would just extend it to their mobile homes and stuff. So Texas
Right.
was like,
Why not?
everybody need to, well, they want that money from
Give us our
everybody.
acre and our mule.
Well, it really wasn't us doing it though. It was they folks doing it. So
We'll run something in a minute now.
I know.
But did y'all notice how Dion blowed on him though? I was proud of Dion. I said, do you got a bail? You ain't got no bond. You ain't got no bond if you can't get out.
They just asked him that. So why you came back with the same song? Tony said the movie is Death and a Funeral.
Was the
That's
movie
that's the
Death
name
and the
of the movie y'all
Funeral?
talking about,
Yeah,
Death and a Funeral.
yeah, yeah. But that's exactly what that remind me of.
That's too funny.
I was
Yeah.
proud of Dion. He blowed on.
Dion always blowing on him. That's why come he don't want to talk to Dion. That's why he's like, I want to talk to
Hang
him.
up.
I
He
ain't
said,
got
"Oh,
time
you
to
ready
hear
to
all
hang
of
up
that.
on me now, Daddy? I know."
Yeah, and see, he don't want to talk to Dion because Dion be real with him. He don't want to hear the real. And Dion is short fused, and he ain't got time for the BS and all that fast talking. And be like, man, just say what you gonna say. You ain't got to go all around the world and I don't know what you talking about.
Miss Sonya. Oh Lord, it's too hot for this shit today.
Right. He says too hot.
I was laughing
Well,
so hard when he said, Miss Sonya, just tell me after you talk to him, just tell me what it is. I'm like, oh Lord. I think
Dion,
at that moment, when they be like on TV, and that is the moment when
You know you fucked up. Go ahead, Vicky.
no, it was. I mean, because I even remember after this, he called Dre and he complained to Dre about how Dion talked to him. But it's like Dion told him, stop talking cold talk.
I
Like
don't understand it. They making them feel like we're talking about something and we're not. We're just having a regular conversation. Okay, I'm sorry, Vic. Go ahead.
no, I'm serious. That's what he's like. Yeah, why are you talking? Why are you talking in code? Even when he was talking to Laverte. Now I'm assuming that Laverte generally has regular conversations with everyday people. She is not somebody who's like who understands. I'm just gonna say, don't say no name. I'm just gonna say blase blase. Like what are you talking about? Like, oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna be like Dion. I don't know who you talking about. The little one, LA, and I don't know. But that would have made me feel uncomfortable. Just probably because you in
That's
jail. I
jailhouse.
don't
That's
know what you got
jailhouse talk,
going
y'all.
on. No, you in jail, and I know from the hood, you can definitely get yourself up in a situation dealing with Nesto because you talking and you implicate me in something that I don't know nothing about. I wasn't out here with you, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about no crimes or any of that.
Well, that's his Morse code for jail.
Mr. Trianta Williams, Trianta Dion Williams, what were you meaning on this day on this
Right.
day in
And I don't know
2023?
nothing. Yeah, and I don't know
I
nothing.
don't
And
know.
next thing I
I
know,
was just,
I'm
I,
arrested. I'm
I was trying to
arrested.
figure it out too. I don't know what he was talking about. It ain't got
That
nothing to
ain't
do
gonna
with
help
me.
because now you arrested and indicted, and now you got to go before a jury trial, fooling around with him. I don't
Yeah,
know what you're talking about, and
Dion,
I
But didn't
like,
feel
Creel say the same
uncomfortable.
thing though? Didn't Creel say the same damn thing?
no, Creel told his
Mr.
Oh, I
ass,
don't
Williams,
know.
why is you calling me on this phone?
I just
But
saw
it
you
don't
last
matter
night.
because they calls is not. I mean, I'm sure they have client, confidentiality, but it's not the same as him talking to me, his child, and having me to do crimes and talking to me about as if I was doing a crime with him because he's not talking to Craig the same way he's talking to Dion and Laverte and Cynthia. That's why Cynthia got subpoenaed playing around on these phones.
Cynthia, she got her behind subpoena because she was sitting there going around doing this and that and
Yeah,
wanting
talking
to
in
pull.
code with him and doing carrying out
and,
orders for
and putting
him.
herself in places that she wasn't.
Right.
Putting
That was
us.
me. I'm your niece. That was me. That was me.
Right.
Oh, okay, it was
Yeah.
okay. Well, get us that paperwork.
Did you got your legal mail? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you probably you can get the whole jail in trouble for getting getting legal
Right.
mail. Now they have to, that could, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Shan still loves you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
like with them finding out that she has what's the word I want to use? She has kind of
Legal
she's
envelopes.
well, it's like she is, she's avoiding the regular her mail, like these pictures that she's sending from being scanned like they should, or scrutinized like they should. So it's, she's doing these end arounds to try to get him stuff. Like,
Bypassing the system.
bypassing the normal system. So by using these legal mail, you can get that at whatever legal whatever law office the stamps that you read, because I know that a lot of law offices and a lot of businesses, they have prepaid postage and stuff, and you got their name stamped on there and
Yeah,
on this damn
getting
envelope.
everybody in trouble. Everybody getting in trouble because of you.
They can't check none of your mail. They can't check your outgoing mail. They can't. Damn.
Yeah.
But
It can't
Girl.
incriminate. They may not be able to incriminate him if this is a real attorney client situation. Diddy tried that. Talking about he had legal wrote on his notepad. Some people say no, you didn't, and it still ain't on now.
Child, they check our mail. You don't think they gonna check theirs?
Yeah, they checked it. Even though it's legal mail, they checked it. That's why they was able to get the pictures.
yeah,
They
they
Yeah, and
didn't
that's
want her
why
to get that.
it's also called Vicky. I was downstairs on mute. But it's also called security. And she's lucky that they didn't charge her with a crime, because when you go into a jail or a prison, there's a sign up that tells you when you obstruct the security of the facility, that is a felony in every prison I've ever been in. So you're obstructing the security of that facility by you trying to make that end run and use legal mail. So that's why I keep saying, like, a lot of
Yeah.
these people are lucky that they're not really trying to wrap themselves up and all that, because y'all all been doing a lot of wrong stuff. So
And
be
that's
lucky
that's
they
how
only
a
after
lot of
him.
times, Shan, after they convict the person or find them innocent or whatever, they come back and arrest people. They do another
mhm.
round because of for people like these folks. I said
Yeah,
what I
they
said.
could.
Drop down. I wanted to.
I don't know too much about Dion, but I think Sonya has broken the law at least once or twice. I don't.
Girl.
We know
Oh, there she
Lamont.
go.
Lamont done something, and then whatever his current situation is, why they, because there is a reason. There is. I want to know the reason. I know it's not just that bail stuff. That he all of a sudden just stopped calling Lamont.
It's social media too. It's social media too, because Lamont told him, like, you can't even say nothing on these calls, and I don't want to be out here on these calls like this. He told him that, and
He's
Nobody
I
just.
don't blame
does.
I don't blame him.
I
He talks
don't.
too much, and nobody want to be involved with him.
Well, you're
I
gonna
don't.
be on a thumbnail, and your business gonna be out here, and if you don't want that, yeah, I'm cutting off all communication. Don't even say my name on the call.
I don't blame. I don't blame the people who don't like talk to him, and even when Laverte seemed like she's like, well, I tried to set up the email thing.
She
He
was
doesn't.
lying. She was
I,
lying.
Lady T-Bug.
Not that complicated
She
to
was
set
lying to
up.
her daddy.
Yeah, Shirley set up the damn email. She lying.
Mhm.
That part, I agree with you. She lying.
But I mean, but he didn't care about that. Because he first of all, he just whines. He complains. He gives orders. Whine,
Hey,
complain.
SPK, welcome.
It's whine, complain, give orders. Whine, complain, give orders. Oh man, they got me. Or it goes back to, how you doing today? Oh, all right. Well, I'm okay. Well, I'm doing all right. Yeah, man, they got me. It's like, you calling me to talk about jail? You calling me from the jail? I'm paying for the call. So, can you not call me to talk about jail? Like, call me to talk about something. Like, you want to hear a word? You want to hear some music? Dion even has gone so far as asked him, stay on the phone. You want to hear some music? You want shit? You want to hear a TV show? You might not be able to watch it, but you want to listen to a movie for 30 minutes? You want to hear a podcast
Mm-hmm.
or I mean something like show me that you care. But that's why I say that man, God, I ain't whatever. He ain't gonna be around much longer.
It's painful for him to
I
hear
agree with you,
about the
Georgia Peach.
outside.
I
He
agree
can't.
Huh?
with you, Georgia Peach.
It's painful for him to 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 hear about from the outside and for them to tell him about what's going on the outside. That's what he said on one of those calls. He don't want to hear all that shit because he can't be out there, and it's just painful for him to
He
have to
can't
listen to
scam.
their real life.
Yeah, he doesn't like. I mean, he's jealous. He's jealous. Or he's not someone that looks at someone's successes and say, and have a smile on their face, like, you know what, good for them. They probably worked
Mhm.
hard and did what they were supposed to do to get that, and God bless them. He can't do that. It's like, if I can get my hands on that, just like when Shirley got that raise, he's like, what? I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe this is my life. Them folks would make
Everybody coming up off of me.
Me.
them folks made $5 million, 5 million off of me. How that make you feel? How that make you
Everybody
feel,
making
Sonya?
money. Everybody making money off of me. I'm the only one that ain't making no damn money. Everybody making money. But at the end of the day, he'll sit there and talk about all his problems. And then the last 2 minutes of the call, how you doing today? How you feel? Nigga, you don't care about how I feel. You don't care about how I'm doing because you sit here and dominated and cried and whined the whole phone call. Woe is me, woe is my. Go do this, go do that. Call so and so over here and read my documents and what they tell me in court today. Like he act like he's just a character in this case. Sir, this is your case.
I never seen nothing like this. I
Yeah, I
never
ain't
seen
never
nothing
seen
like.
nothing like this before in my life. I ain't never seen nothing like this. And they just keeping the black man down. They just doing the black man wrong. It's all about
Dropping
the
the
black man.
charges, picking the charges back up, dropping, picking
Yeah.
back up, dropping, picking back up.
And
I
if I
never.
wasn't married to that woman, if I wasn't married to her, it wouldn't even be nothing. I would have been out of here.
It's political.
So
It
sometimes,
political.
yeah, sometimes you want to use Shirley's name and sometimes you don't. So which one is it? Because you was using her name when you was on the outside. Now you don't want to use her name because you're on the inside.
He don't respect Shirley Job. He's like, but them
He
folks
is
just sit.
pissed with Shirley. He's so jealous.
He.
I'll
That
do
I
it
mean,
on Monday, Tony.
I'm starting to kind of sort of believe that Shirley maybe probably did get a raise. Maybe not 5 million, but if she did, a million a year is fair for what she brings to the show. She should have been making that. If she's making 1 million a year, yeah, he's pissed. He's like, I could have my hands on that right now. I could be doing
hmm
so much. I could have screw a house. I can
And
have
that's why
all
he
these
worried about who
cars.
around her. That's why he's so concerned about who around Shirley. Because he don't want their hand in the cookie jar because he want to keep his grubby hands in it.
Of
That big,
course.
that fat bitch. If you got that fat bitch staying with her, they ain't over there doing nothing. They just sitting over there getting fat. That's what that mean. Like even though Shirley was being facetious when she said, "No, we're just sitting around getting fat. We're not doing anything." Well, let me do it like her. No, we're just sitting around getting
I
fat.
told you she threw it back at him because that's what he said he was doing in the jail. Y'all know what I thought about last night? Cynthia has a job, is lying about everything because she knows that YouTube is going to believe her. And she had to work 2 jobs in Miami. And when she first went to Georgia, she was working 2 jobs as well. She was still working for the lawyer remotely or whatever. And she had got like a little call center job because remember she was telling him how much she was gonna be making an hour and all that. And I personally, if I was her, I wouldn't say anything either because the people is gonna find out. They're gonna call her job. They're gonna post everything about her job, and they do deserve some type of privacy.
She better not let me find out because I'm sure gonna talk about it.
Over on
y'all sit over there at the Dewena
she would
sisters.
definitely be over there at I said what I said, Truth Teller Squad. Okay,
that part.
Yeah,
selling. Y'all, she over there selling hot dogs. She got a hot
At the
dog hat
Piggly
on.
Wiggly.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said she was gonna do in Vegas. So that's why I picked hot dogs. She said she was gonna go work
He's
the
either
concession
husband now,
stand.
Shirley is null and void. Yes. She was living check to check. She was couldn't afford not to work, especially to send him money. And maybe if she is getting whatever SSI, whatever, she know how much money she could make, that it won't affect that. So that's still
Right.
two income if she is working somewhere for cash or she is working somewhere. She know how to maneuver that so she don't get that cut off. So that's two incomes.
Right. And
I wouldn't.
also
Right.
let
And
me
y'all
just
know
say
she a
this.
scammer too.
Let me just say this. Agent Orange took all the restrictions off, so now you can go to a certain credit union and get some money. And all you got to say is you got an LLC, and you can get a big lump sum of money to help your LLC without no paperwork. So I just want to throw that out there when she miraculously came up with this camper thing she got going on. So there are ways to get money, and it don't take much these days because we got a crook in the White House.
Well, she got that PPP loan. We know she a crook too. She scammer too.
She probably used that. Got the PPP loan using old boy them business.
You right. Oh,
Vicky, oh Lord, y'all don't gave Vicky another assignment.
Oh Lord, Vicky, don't go looking for the woman. Either I'm just that's just the new law. I don't know what that's a theory. That's a conspiracy theory from I said what
she
I
probably
said.
did. No, she probably did. Like, cause her name was on that damn business, and she probably did. Cause I keep telling y'all, she was flush with cash during that time frame, and she was just running through these people's money, like
Did you
sending
say,
that.
oh yeah, now I got something?
Sending that man, she was. I'm gonna put another 100 on there. I'm gonna drop a little, and then all of a sudden it turns to, I put $10 on the
I got
phone.
come down to $5. I got $5, Vic.
I'm down.
Tony
Hey,
trying to say, Tony say strip club LLC.
hey man, yeah. I'm down to $5.
Yeah, y'all look into it though. Research it.
Oh no, thank you. I'm good.
Bank says she got an LLC. Wait,
I don't play with nobody with alphabets in their damn name.
No,
Period.
we'll play with
well, I don't either.
alphabet
But
people.
I'm just saying that's one of the ways Cynthia could have got some money. I'm just saying.
They
They're arresting people down here in Florida.
They're arresting people out here.
Well, she do have a Florida address, so I don't know. She
She got a Florida address. She got a Georgia address. She got an Ohio address.
And
She
I
got a
doubt she
Detroit
filed
address.
taxes. So if she
No,
done,
she.
they arresting them down here, baby. They putting the click clacks on them. I
They
know a
like.
few.
And she can't afford to go to jail. Like if you think she don't eat good now, she really gonna go to jail and be like, and pass the hell out. Now you talking about somebody might pass away.
Oh, she got an illness. She'll get special diet. She'll get a special diet.
They would give her the kosher diet, but
what?
she don't.
Powder milk and powder eggs every
No,
day.
No,
the
she can't
kosher
eat
See,
that.
diet.
when you
She can't
got
eat that.
when you are really up here, when you actually got an illness and it's really something like that where you pooping and all that stuff, they'll actually give her a whole separate meal. I've seen that done where you getting a whole separate from kosher, from regular. It's because just like with the DOJ report, they have to conform to certain things like your legal and your medical. Those are just like given. If they don't do that,
Right.
they're in deep doo doo themselves. They're committing crimes at that point because those
Yeah.
are serious.
Yeah. When I was in jail, there was Yeah, I mean, people knew how to work the system. I'm surprised. That's why I'm surprised that Ernesto he didn't learn how to work that system. Because if he He got all the kidney problems and heart problems. He could have been like learn how to work the system or
He's
just
never
You
really
gotta
done
have
any real time.
documentation.
And
And
he's
he's
so
never
busy trying
did
to get out
real
though. He's so busy trying
when
to
he
bug
was in
out.
jail, right? When he was in jail, he's only did like short jail stints. He's
Right.
never done only where he did them few years in Fed, and then he did that little stint in GDC. It's not he's never done enough time to really kind of figure it out because again we think he's not the smartest, and then
Right.
he's never had, just like I don't know, I think it was Vicky earlier saying why he don't know this and don't know that. Like, do he really not know that? I hadn't come off mute yet, but he don't know it, and that's because he's not been in the space to where he do, because you do get it, because if you've been in there and you see certain prisoners and certain inmates, even in the county and in the state,
Mm-hmm.
they know certain things, and that's where the LLC thing came up from the other day. Somebody in there told him that he didn't
I
Right.
just
think
get
Oliver
that from
Twist
nowhere.
told him. I think Oliver Twist told him.
Yeah, somebody told him that, and that's where he get it from. He didn't get it and thinking, "Oh, LLC." Yeah, but you have to be operating a legit LLC, and you have to be operating under the LLC in order for the LLC to be responsible. And the LLC needs insurance to pay these people for when they do
I
sue the
told him.
LLC. Like,
I
come on
learned
now.
that from Diddy and Tyler Perry. I just learned
Mm.
that. Like, I think they
Yeah.
should. She is still taking care of that baby. That was it. Extra money for her. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
about the kid services.
Yeah.
I
She a
think she
foster parent.
I think she I wouldn't be, or as far as just real quick about the kosher, I mean, I'm just at this point now. He's been in there 3 years. You would have thought he would have talked to like some of the people who've been there longer than
He do
him.
be talking to him.
He a
But
narcissist. He don't believe nothing
But
nobody
jail
say.
is
No, he be
different
talking to
than
him because
prison.
that's how he got BC phone number. That's how. No, wait a minute. That's how he got Krell
Krill,
phone number.
Real.
And that's how he
well,
got all of the Twist phone number. He be talking to them people, and
what
that's how he get these damn pin numbers that he be using to call people on.
what
He
I'm talking
talking to
Yeah,
about,
that's
people.
how
He
he
be
got the
lying.
song for her.
I'm talking. Oh God, girl, don't let me remind me of the
Ooh,
song.
he
But
was so proud of that damn song.
hold
He
on one
was like
second.
looking. He was looking to the side, rocking
Baby,
his
he
damn
was
head.
proud. Ooh, he was proud.
I
I
need
need
to
to
make
make
that
that
a
a
Mama.
million
I need
dollars.
to make that a commercial.
Right. I forgot all about that damn song.
Let me
But
see
that's
if I
Well, I'm
how
can.
saying,
he talking. And in
He is
jail,
talking to them.
they're not really equipped like with a lot of different stuff to make that happen. Like in jail, she wouldn't probably get a whole special meal because they're not really equipped for that because they contract their food out and all that different
Cause
stuff. They don't
one
have
the orange
kitchens.
well,
man, the dude that got arrested up there, the orange man, he wanted him a kosher diet.
who?
Yeah, the one that looked like a caveman that had that caveman
Yeah, he even had his mama
had
trying
his
to get him
face
some.
all painted up. Yeah, he wanted what you call it, a plant-based diet, a vegan diet. He wanted a vegan diet.
Yeah, yeah,
His
yeah.
mama wrote a whole letter and
You
everything.
talking
And
about the one
Right.
that for Sade?
the
Oh
one
yeah,
that
we
stormed
going.
the Capitol.
Oh
Remember, he
no.
had the paint on his
Oh,
face, and he urinated
you
in
don't get a
Nancy
plant.
Pelosi's desk.
Okay, so
Right, we don't.
my
William.
recollection,
Come on, we don't. Yeah. Well, y'all need me to tell y'all about it. I can tell y'all
I
who
know
he
what you
No,
is.
thought.
no, I'm talking to the chat, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me focus. Go ahead.
From
Let me
my
let me not
recollection,
act like Cynthia.
and like from my understanding, and this is you know two different counties that I've had to be in. They you don't get you don't have they don't have vegan options like because most of the meat is soy like anyway. So um you can act, you know what I mean, you tell them like for religious they have to respect, they respect your religion, like respect your religion to a certain extent, so they will provide you a separate meal which is generally like it's not like a big baller meal. It's generally like vegetables and like a soy patty, like an extra soy patty or something, you know, like it's like chickenette or something that's made out of soy, something like that, or some soy meatballs, things like that. So it's not so much that I'm gonna tell you, it's an iceberg lettuce salad with one piece of carrot, one half of a tomato, or maybe even a quarter of a tomato, and probably some oil and some vinegar on it. You might be lucky if you get the vinegar. You might just get oil on it, some canola oil.
Ooh, that sounds
So
disgusting.
And all of that, and there's probably what is that GMO? What do
That's
you
why I
call
don't
that
mess with alphabets.
when they make it up? Generic modified, where they actually,
GMO,
yeah, GMO is probably genetic modified shit that they giving them.
it is,
Mhm.
and you
It
might
say
oh
it's not for human consumption.
Consumption, exactly.
Oh, and I'm sorry. For breakfast, you can get some fruit if you tell them that you need a kosher diet, based on religious reasons. That's why I thought he would have played the game a long time ago. Like I'm like, damn, you jail before? Like straight up, go tell him like, you know, start instead
You
of
gotta have
doing
some follow up, and that mean that you gotta have some paperwork and some documents. See, the thing about Erica Kane, I don't care what y'all say about her. She followed up with medical paperwork, baby. Okay, you them games coming in there just saying, "Oh, I got a job. Oh, I need to get out, take care of my great great grandma." That shit ain't working. You gotta have proof. You gotta have something to fall back on. Everybody can do that if that's the case. And he don't never have nothing but fraudulent paperwork.
Well, he said he got high blood pressure now.
Where the proof? Where's the proof?
he
Did he
been
go to
going to the
medical?
nurse.
Hey
Per
Vicky,
what?
that's jail food. That's why I was talking about the menus are different in jail and
Okay.
prisons. Because a lot of people out here be like, "Can y'all take me back to the prison because this jail
Right, the prison
food
food
is."
is better. The
They got
prison and
options.
they
Okay.
have
I know. I
they
used
have
to
like
be
a
in the
salad
kitchen
bar.
making me grilled turkey ham and cheese sandwiches. Like they had greens and not mean greens. They used to have good,
There's
good
good some
food.
good food, huh?
For real. And the prison where I was at for a minute, like they had decent food. Because at first I was like, dang, I'm gonna be up in here starving up in here. Because prisons you can't leave till somebody come relieve you. So you be sitting there like with your coat on, like, yeah, it's time to
Not
go
apples and
home.
oranges.
Ain't
Yeah, them
nobody ever come.
urges.
You like calling, like, am I getting relieved tonight? Nope. You gotta do another 8. What
But a
the?
lot of them grow their own food too, though, don't they? Don't they grow their own
Not here
vegetables?
in Michigan.
Not in Michigan.
Because we get cold.
Yeah.
So we got food served like we get a restaurant. A truck bring in the fresh vegetables, the fresh fruit, all that. That's why I said prison food is different than jail food. And jails deal with some of them deal with not caterers, but like the food service
Vendors.
places that yeah, vendors that just give them
Hmm.
that stuff already packaged and all that other stuff. Like jail still has the green bologna sandwiches back in the day. Like they still
God.
had them. And I'm like, dang, they still got them like that. Ugh, jail food is like I don't even understand how they keeping people in jail out there for that long because jails aren't made for long term stay either. They're not made for
Hmm.
that. Where prisons are more like home, like it's built for
Well,
that.
Home.
Yeah,
residents,
resident
residential.
like dorm
Oh,
rooms
okay.
here.
Mm.
Unless you in a max prison here, you got a dorm room for
Hmm.
the most part. There's no bars anymore. They took all the bars out like in 2000, 2001. They took all the bars out.
Oh,
The
really?
only the only it's sliding doors and like even in what you call the hole, they have slide these big doors. They don't have
Oh,
bars no more. It's like a big door with a slot. They don't like I haven't been to one where they still have anything semblance of bars. Like everything is like sliding doors and it's all upgraded for the most part. We got maybe one or two prisons, but they're high security that got something like bars, but they're not really bars anymore. Like
so it's all kind of like pod,
dorms.
like what book we have, like a pod. E-
Yep.
Everybody is
Yep.
in a like 4 people in a pod or something like that.
Yeah, they have different
No,
dorms.
like here,
Well,
ours is on wings. Like you might have a building with 4 wings, and
Hmm.
down each wing you got 96 inmates, like 40 something rooms, 96 inmates.
you talking about
And none of them are locked up. No, no, they just all
They
out in the open.
in the lower security, yeah, they got keys to their rooms.
Oh. Wow.
The what? Wait a minute. Is this jail or prison?
Prison.
Okay.
And jail is sliding doors. Most of the jails here are sliding steel doors for the most part. Not necessary. I have the one jail that I used to go to. They have a sliding steel door, not bars anymore. Only place there's bars is like in between, like when you walking from this room to that room and you locking it off, coordinating it off. That's a bar. And then in some of them, that's a sliding door. So it just depends on where you at. But bars are no longer a thing. Like
Yeah.
that's why when people when a DOJ report was talking about Fulton, I was like, oh my freaking god! Like
They
Right.
still got bars in Fulton?
Girl.
shit, do they got bars? They done sawed them all off and made weapons out of everything.
What? I
Right.
know they were
Right.
digging in the walls. The walls are crumbling. And they were digging in the walls
Yeah,
and
they done pulled
making.
out all the pipes and stuff. They have ruined that place. And see, whereas people is blaming it
Mm-hmm.
on the government, I'm kind of blaming it on the residents because if
Yeah.
you know you're gonna keep coming back up in here, why you pulling the bars out the walls? Because
Yeah,
you know
keep
And
you
our
Miss
why you
jail
pulling the
Sierra,
pipes
comfortable.
see,
out the
and
wall, you
that's why
coming
they're
back.
saying they're not gonna get them no money because the only thing they're gonna do is just go tear up, the new spot.
I know the other inmates are like, this our house. This our home. Why you coming in here? You got to wipe your
Yeah.
feet. Don't tear up our house.
They trying to
And
damn
see, that's why
survive,
another
not
thing,
get
them being
shanked.
there so long is like when I start hearing that, because at first I thought, no, that can't be true. They lying. You can't, because remember, if y'all have ever heard the term a year and a day, because that's why they say a year and a day, because anything under a year, anything a year or less, you stay in the
Mm-hmm.
county, and a year and a day,
Mm-hmm.
you go to prison, because
Yeah.
that's always been, because it's a long, like extended stay, like, and everything. I always thought everything was better in the county versus prison, but once I got in the system, I was like, oh, I'd rather be in prison. Like, oh my gosh, jail. Most of the jails that I've been in are nasty, and it's like, ugh.
They don't have
But
to because they don't have to wash and all of that. They don't have a routine
because it's
No,
order.
not
you.
usually extended stay because the
Yeah.
the inmates do that kind of work. Like the deputies in these county jails ain't gonna be washing your clothes and all that. The
Right.
inmates do
Right.
that, and
They have
because it's
trustees.
temporary, they used to call them trustees, now they
Even
inmates.
Sierra said she was paying somebody to watch when we did our
Yeah,
story
because
time
they
on
do
her.
Mhm.
all
She
that
was
stuff.
paying people to do her laundry.
Yeah.
Don't know employees. That's the one thing employees don't do inside prisons and jails. They don't clean and they really don't cook. They just oversee and they don't do none of that. The peoples do it. They do it themselves. And by jails being short term stay, unless it's a newer jail, they in and out, so they don't get a chance to like. We used to have spring cleaning at the prison. Like
I'm
they
be
don't get
what
a, they don't get a chance to like super clean because it's spring cleaning time because they in and out, in and out, in and out.
Right.
I would like for extent like the extent. Well, not extended stay, but I consider it extended stay for those who are you not like you get sentenced and your release date. If it's like less than a
Yeah,
year
like
or
nine
whatever,
months. Yeah,
9 months, a year or something. Um, we cleaned every day, like sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. Like you
you're
just.
not allowed to do that here though. You're not allowed.
Oh,
You're
really?
not
Yeah,
allowed.
even
There's
Sierra said here, because she was in Florida, you can't even have cleaning products, bleach. You can't have none of that.
They let
you,
they gave it
you
to us. I mean, they of course they looked at who they signed it out to, but I mean,
Yeah, they still legal
mm-mm.
down here.
Yeah, they
shit,
don't.
they.
And you
Mm-mm.
can only like in most jails, there's certain days where they clean. There's certain days you if you don't wash, you ain't got nothing clean. So it's a schedule, and it's the schedule that we gonna keep. Whether you just if you got here and yesterday was wash day, you better
Oh, you was
they
washing out your
hey
uniform. You definitely was washing like they.
hey you better wash them drawers in that sink and hang them up or something
Yeah,
because
yeah.
hey. Cause
Trust and
it's
believe.
it's on the schedule. You could cause I know the one that I'm most familiar with, they cleaned twice a week, but since it was temporary in and out, some of them ninjas coming up through there might not want to clean and they lazy
And
and they
they
ain't
not
trying to
used to it.
clean. You know
They
what I'm
one
saying?
taught that as a kid. So
Right. And I'm not
Um,
trying to be here. I'm leaving next week anyway. I got a court date. I'm finna bond out. So you think.
They be
Food.
like,
Not
Gotta
man,
clean
see,
man,
up.
man, fuck this shit.
somebody like if you weren't cleaning up, like if everybody got up and cleaned up, if you weren't cleaning up with us, you was getting talked about, and they was
Girl,
coming
you
to your
think they
bunk.
care about that in the men's
But see,
dorm?
like,
They
Well,
yeah,
I
stinking
don't.
Nikki,
people.
I
They
saw
beating
Cook
people
County on
up to the
TV.
men.
Cook County is what you would call a new jail. I seen it on TV. That's what you would call a new jail here,
Well,
because that's the new jail.
do you get to wash your face and brush your teeth every day?
Yes,
And you
yes.
got
Yeah,
your
in your
sink in your
room, you
room.
got a
In your
sink
Oh.
in
little
your room, a
toilet
sink
and
in the
your sink
toilet.
in your room. That's
Yeah,
it, baby. You just gotta share with whoever.
And you can take a wash off then, can't you?
They
yeah.
got
You want to do that in
showers.
front of your bunkie?
Don't
Well,
drop the soap.
you only allow. You're not showering every day, man. Not here.
Don't
Yeah,
drop
that's what
the
I said.
soap.
She said you weren't showering every
Really?
day, so I was like, the other days look like you could wash off.
And you in county, they don't let y'all shower. They don't let them shower every day.
No, you can shower every day in
Wow,
prison unless you lose your privilege. That's actually a privilege.
Gotta
that's
watch your
Wow.
great.
back
But
and watch your front.
that's crazy. I mean,
Huck
well,
would
I
be
guess.
looking pretty clean though. He don't be looking all dirty.
But see, you can't move the
He look
inmates
a hot
every
mess to me.
it's a security thing. Like you gotta do stuff in a secure fashion. You can't just be moving these people every day, all day for shower, food, this, that. That's a security issue, especially if you got some predators in there. Because
Well,
here
yeah.
we don't have like a necessarily in
Right.
certain jails, you don't have necessarily like Nesto and them seem like they got a area. In most of the places here, you don't have an area. You just lumped up in there
And
with
he's in the
everybody else
honor
in
dorm too,
GP.
though, right?
I don't know where he
I
at.
don't know.
I
I
think.
never. People say that, but I don't. I've never. I the ones I've been to, I ain't never seen nothing like that. The only thing that I could say is they may put him on the unit with old people. Other than that, I don't see them just
And it
separating
don't
for
matter because
nothing other
remember we
like.
reacted to them old people that was his age that was shipped from Fulton County that was over there at Cobb County that the one inmate
I
ain't allowed
remember
to
that.
come up.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
I just
Right.
All them folks are crazy.
it must be it must be like different in the I don't know. I know it's different in every county, every state. But here I mean, it may be different with women too. Like we probably get a few more privileges because we are
I was
women.
gonna
And
say women have that box that need to be cleaned a little bit
and
more too.
I mean, because like we have our cycles, and you can't just sit there. And then I mean, they were kind of like stingy with the sanitary stuff, like sanitary napkins and whatnot. But because some of the girls was making slippers out of them and, and cleaning up with them. I mean,
Lord have mercy.
you got to do what you got to do. Like,
And I watched my girl on here, and she was talking about all the stuff that they used to be doing and how they used to be making stuff on here. I still watch her from time to time, but she used to get a tea about the women. Hey, what's her name? I watch her. I don't watch her like I used to. I got to think of her name. But she do prison jail, tales about the women and all. Oh God, and she had me.
there's a couple of like white. There was one girl down from Florida, and she was a white chick. She used to have locks, and then she took her locks out, and but she would talk. She went to prison when she was in her 20s, and she told some of the stories that like in Florida. I think she went to jail over probably rugs, but like some of the women are just very 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 creative. Like the you'd be surprised at what you can make with toilet paper or and a sanitary napkin. It's like you got all this creativity, and why are you, I mean, I know why I'm in here. I have I was an alcoholic, so I got that I got over that, but y'all in here over some, mostly it was over men, and mostly it was over rugs, and it's like y'all are so creative and so intelligent, and like your mind is moving. One girl made some dice. Another girl made a set of rollers that looked just like the pink sponge rollers. I
PC.
mean, it's amazing, like the creativity. That's why I'm just like I know Shan, you said he only did like short bids, but these girls, I won't call them girls, these women, um, were so creative. I mean, like they were absolutely creative. Like this man, if he could sit there and talk about fantasize about his 24-hour barbershop, why you putting some effort and ingenuity into trying to figure out your case, learning how to read. Just do your ABCs at night. Like when your bunkie is gone, when I think he is. I don't know if he's on the top
Again,
bunk or the.
everybody don't want to be rehabilitated. Some people just want to come in there and do their time and get out. And then a lot of people don't have support system. If they go to jail, they don't have, like this so said, they don't have anybody to call. Nobody's putting money on their books. They don't have parents. They don't
He
have
turned into that
grandparents.
shit.
They don't have anything. So they take the easy way
Mm.
out. And like Nesto had businesses, but he didn't want to run a business.
He wanted the women to run them.
Yes, allegedly. He didn't want them to run it because they wasn't getting customers and cutting hair. Like you wasn't even focused on whatever your business plan should have been. It's weird. Yes,
Because the business
allegedly.
was a
That's her,
front.
Sierra.
The business was a front. It wasn't no
What yeah,
business.
what I'm saying is he had businesses open, but he didn't want to run businesses. He didn't want to put the effort and the work into being a legitimate business owner. That's what I'm saying. Without it
Right.
being a front. Like you
Right.
have businesses, brick and mortars. You got your fleet out here, but you don't really want to do that. You just doing it to post pictures, I guess. I don't know.
Cause that's work. He ain't never had a job.
He did. He sold tires for a day.
All right,
He
y'all.
collected his paycheck and he went home.
I gave y'all extra time since Shan came up here. But last thoughts.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to get my last thought. I'm ready to eat.
Oh, really? What you eating? What you eating?
Child, it ain't nothing special. Trust me.
I
It's
went
been.
downstairs when I was talking to y'all and got my greens and salmon, collard greens.
Ooh, that sounds good. I need some salmon in my life, but I have some pizza left over from yesterday, so
Okay.
I might
Thanks for
eat that,
letting
or
me
I
know.
might just eat some eggs. I don't know.
Okay,
Ew.
girl.
Ew, I love
Not this
eggs.
late at night.
Okay,
Eggs,
girl.
I do live alone.
eggs and rice is like the best hungry meal.
Kingdom
Right.
Come.
Yeah, that was the name of the movie Kingdom Come with
Oh, the
L
movie
L
that y'all was talking about. Okay,
LL
SB
Cool J.
Martini is a little
We
farther back
Bennett.
in the
Yeah,
chat.
that's exactly
Now,
what the
so
movie
only
was.
talent is Lamb, Peep,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that
Lion.
was it. Kingdom Come.
Uh-huh.
They daddy died.
They
They
daddy
daddy peaced
died.
out.
Remember
They
he
daddy peaced out.
daddy was a Rolling Stone the other way. But anyway,
Mhm.
basically, my last thought is just that it's just the audacity and the galls, that this dude has. He want all this loyalty from everybody when he was loyal to nobody. I'm glad his son, snapped at him like he did. And it explains a lot, after this conversation we've had today, just it's not that we didn't know this, but we kind of put it in perspective today as far
Right.
as the reason why Dion, don't really fool with his daddy like that. I mean, he's kind of feeding him from a long handle spoon is basically what
Mhm.
he's doing, and
Mm-hmm.
just doing what he have to do, and
Mm-hmm.
nothing more and nothing extra. But at the end of the day, Dion don't know him like that, and he wasn't fooling with Dion on the outside, so he can't expect this boy to go above and beyond the Call of Duty,
I
like
agree.
like little Scooter doing, and little Scooter is going above and beyond the Call of Duty, but it's just the wrong way that she's going. She's not really helping the situation. She may be helping his mental though, to help him do this time and give him motivation, and really kind of keep him connected to somebody on the outside. But basically, that's basically all she's doing. She's not really doing anything to help his case at all, in my opinion. And so yeah, that's all I have about Buckwheat today. And so
Thank you so
you
much,
guys
Miss
have a
Linda.
great night, and I'm out because I'm hungry.
Good
Good night.
night.
Thank you so
My,
much for coming up.
my final thoughts are, yeah, I'm out to piggyback off. I said what I said. Um, the audacity of him to try to like drag in Laverte, and it just kind of like a like sneak mode. Oh well, you got her number, and she gets the numbers. Like, well, go ahead and call her for me, and tell tell her to tell that girl she gonna ruin her life because I got all the videotapes, and it's like you making threats.
Yep,
You making
yep.
threats over the damn phone, sir.
Sneak dissing, sneak dissing.
It's just it's stupid. And then you said you want to go back and say I never did. I never got on this phone and said anything bad about anyone
Get
or
them, Vicky. Get them.
anybody. It's like you are literally. I mean, the only time I say this, the only time that I have heard Sonya have some sense is when he's like, call, this number, and she's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. And she was quiet as a church mouse, just listening to the conversation, trying to like just get. I don't know what she was thinking because I can't step into crazy too much, or I'm gonna go crazy. But I just you wonder what's going on through that crazy brain about while she's sitting there listening to Laverte and Nesto talk. I think it's probably just jealousy hearing him talk to her, but hearing him like ping pong his kids back and forth off each other because she was jealous of your daughter. Yeah, so like you want your daughter to call Martha, and you've already set the tone that like they got issues towards you because they're jealous that he took this girl to prom. So you gonna set her up for failure to probably get cussed out
Hmm.
or to be insulted and put her in the middle and try to implicate her into your crime. So I don't feel bad for him. And sometimes I do get surprised, like, but the more
Hmm.
that's uncovered, it's like you're guilty. I mean, even if you're not guilty of all your crimes, let's say some of this, it's not guilty. Jury may say, well, this was given, like willingly or something. You're guilty of being a horrible human being. And once again, he should focus on learning his ABCs and one, two, threes. Just learning the basic words, sight words, colors, and whatnot. It, instead of sitting there trying to blow the trumpet for St. Peter, shine his trumpet for St. Peter. I'm still wrapping my mind around that. And whoever taught him that, I want to whoop your ass. And that's all. Shan, we missed you. I said what I said. Have a good night. Thank you, Lady T Bug.
Thank you, Vicky, as always.
I'll start out with I missed you guys too. Just not talking to
Oh,
nobody about it. It was like, oh, I gotta come talk about it. I miss talking about it. But I had a good time with my peeps. But I do have a life, Sonya. I have a life. I have a life. I talk about Nesto. I watch his case, but I have a life. I have stuff to do. I have a life. But I will say, this dude, man, I just don't understand how. I hope at some point he gets to listen to himself and see how he did himself no justice. First of all, you hired your Timu lawyer for free, and then you sat there and tried to intimidate witnesses for something that you don't even know what is going on. Like everything he said in the calls today was like, that ain't what they arrested you for, sir. That ain't what you arrested for. You ain't arrested for that. That ain't got nothing to do with your case. Like you want to pull out the thing about your daughter. You don't even know that your daughter is even saying anything other than I believe he did it or something like that, or I'm scared of him or I don't trust him. You don't know what they said to give the stay away order for her. You don't know. It could have been more character stuff than anything. And just because she has mental health issues don't mean she ain't never seen you do nothing, sir.
right,
That's not going to stop anything. And I really feel like at some point Laverte was trying to be family with his kids and former
right.
wives and stuff, but I feel like she just said forget it because that's
And
what
she the
that kind of
oldest, so
said.
they kind of
Yeah,
always kind of fall back on the oldest. You know.
it seems like she may have wanted a relationship with her siblings and whatnot, but she like, I'm not, she got 3 kids at home. I'm not about to chase these dang on yo 6 kids. I'm not about to chase them. And they don't want it because you never really were a parent to anybody, and they probably don't, most of them probably don't want nothing associated with you. So leave that girl alone. And I feel like he keep trying to pull Laverte into it because in my mind, she's the most I guess I don't know since they
Wait
said
a
it, but
minute.
at first I felt like she was the most unattached to the criminal world. So he's trying to pull her into it because to get some kind of simulation of being a good person. You know what I'm saying? So you attach yourself to the one who's not about that life, who don't even think about that part. They just doing being a good person and out here being a good human. And you just don't because like you said earlier, I don't see her not caring and she got kids and it sounds like she takes care of her kids and that's where it put me in the headspace of she don't care about him. She's just like, this my daddy. I'm just not gonna leave him hanging like that. If he reaching out to me, I'm gone. But I ain't reaching out to him. You know that she ain't got no money on the books. So she ain't got no money on her phone number. So he can just call her. No. And it ain't got nothing to do with YouTube streets and the internet and the police. It got the fact to do with I ain't involved in your mess and whatever you got going on, keep it away from me. And I'm so glad she like that. But I got to say, but I'm just, he's a horrible parent and he getting his karma through Sonya. And I love it. I love to hear it. It just, every time I hear you play something, a full call, it's just like, okay, girl, yeah, now I understand why this fool is so, yeah, I get it. And Cynthia gonna put you 10 feet under, not 6, not 8, 10. So
Not see.
and y'all have a good day. It was nice talking to you ladies.
All
Bye.
right, Shan. Hopefully you can come back before your next vacation in 2 weeks. I noted it right here on my notepad. All right, y'all. Anything else for the chat before we get up off of here? We're going to end our Talk Your Ish Tuesday. I'm going to put us a little outro up here. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Oh, let me share my screen. Golly. I know y'all want to hear it. I'm trying to wait to see if it's any other comments because it's a kind of like a delay from when I speak to when y'all comments pop up. Okay, allegedly in Harmon said, thank you, Shan. I said what I said. And she said, you all right, Vic to the veil. Oh, she already said thanks to you up here. Let me clarify. All right, y'all. Let's have Cell Block D Choir take us up out of here. Okay, I tried to come up with the name real quick, but I wasn't quick enough. So we gonna let Cell Block D, the Amen Choir, take us up out of here.
Everything. I just want to show you my appreciation to you best I can. So hold on. There isn't anyone that I can be, and this just wouldn't feel right. But if I didn't have you by my side, oh, you were there for me to love and care for me. My skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you was always there to comfort me. And no one else can be what you have been to me. You will always be the girl in my life for all time. Mama, oh mama, you know I love you. Out there, I know I'm not dead and everything. I just want to show you my appreciation to you best I can.
Oh, Cynthia. Good night, y'all. It's I said what I said. Fault. She bought it up. Bye, y'all. Oh, Big Mama. Miss E said, you wrong for that. You wrong, sis. Bye.